Hey there, everyone! It's your lovable rascal of a host, Zeke Freakin. With me, as always, is my indemnificated co-host, Kevin Faulkner.
That word was so abstract for you that you couldn't even fucking say it.
I'm not from. No, I'm not. I don't routinely dabble in indemnification.
Yeah, I don't even know what
I've never been compensated. It's compensation for harm or loss. It's a legal term.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've never been compensated for my harm and/or loss.
I mean, would class action lawsuits?
Wait, not. I guess so. I guess
Yeah.
so. I did get like I did get like $8 for the 2011 PSN hack.
God, that reminds me. Like, oh god, I got a I got a fucking email the other day about another class action lawsuit against like GameStop, and like,
Yeah, no, I got the same one.
yeah, it's like, oh cool, how much are they offering? $5.
$5. Yeah.
Or a $10 voucher at GameStop. Fuck off.
I'm getting out of bed for this.
Jesus Christ. What am I supposed to do with that at GameStop? Come on.
Yeah.
$5
No, welcome to the bug.
$5 don't even buy you a burger no more.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I think.
I think, depending on where you go.
I think. Right. No, wait, no. I think the McDonald's triple cheese is like $4.40 or something.
Oh right, yeah, like 440, 450, yeah. Okay, you can get that.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. The triple cheeseburger is pretty good.
Yeah. With 3 other patties, it finally reaches the usual thickness of one burger.
Finally, God.
Yep. Anyway, welcome to the Baka Gaijin show. It's been a while.
Yeah, welcome back to the Bakagaijinshow show. It's been a hot fucking minute.
It's been like 2 months or something.
Something like that. It's been forever.
It's at least 80% Ceridan's fault.
At least 80%. Because holy shit, this dude, like, right after he got back from Germany, he started getting really busy doing other things, like every other week that we were supposed to record, and then his fucking computer broke. And I want to point out, I have mentioned this to him, to like Zeke privately, but I want to point out, I have been trying to tell, I'm pretty sure we have it on the podcast at least twice with me telling him this.
Yeah.
I have told him multiple fucking times that his hard drive is failing. I have seen what his problems are on his computer, and I have consistently narrowed it down over the last year and a half to your hard drive is dying. Get an replace it with an SSD. And he's like, he either kept making excuses as to why it might not be the hard drive, and he started replacing every other component of the system before that, and then he kept making excuses as to why he can't buy one yet.
Yeah.
You know, the guy that travels 3 times a year.
3's putting it lightly.
Yeah. About 3 on average. No, but like, and then like literally, like a couple weeks ago, he finally says, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure my hard drive's failing," and I'm like, I'm literally talking to him like. I literally told him, it's like, I've been telling you for a while, man, you gotta get replaced with an SSD, and he's like, yeah, I just hope it can hold out. Narrator voice, it did not hold out. 1 week later, a week from that day, his hard drive died.
Yeah. Also, I heard he's been in a car crash again.
Yeah, apparently he got, fender bendered. On the road. Thankfully, Gap Insurance will be able to cover the rest of what he was supposed to pay off on that car, and he can get a replacement vehicle, but... Hoo boy.
Sure.
Sir,
yeah,
sir, this is what happens when you buy a sports car on a DoorDasher's salary.
Yeah. I mean, didn't he buy that before he was a dasher, though?
He did, admittedly, but like, I'm just saying, it's one of those like living beyond your means kind of things that he tends to do.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Man, it's a good thing he doesn't listen to the podcast, or else we can say whatever we want about him, honestly.
Now, I love the guy, but he's...
Yeah, he knows how to rock a nostalgia critic hat.
He... Honestly, he kind of does.
Yeah.
I can't even lie, he does.
Yeah. then we're like, fuck this, we'll do it without him. But then I got stung by a wasp on my ass, and I did not feel like sitting in a chair for hours for a while.
Yeah, the fucking debilitating wasp ass sting.
Yeah.
Delayed the podcast like another week and a half.
Yeah. It's doing better now. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's shrunken down to basically nothing. The surface skin is taking a long time to heal though. But that's what happens. Wasp venom is a chemically destructive force.
Yeah, no, like, dude, wasps. I think the two, like, insects or whatever that are scientifically proven to not give any benefit to the environment are like mosquitoes and wasps.
Sure.
You can get rid of both of them, and not only would nothing change, things would actually be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love when there's just no ethics involved.
Yeah. It's like, oh, if genuinely, legitimately, if someone in the scientific community was like, I've developed an airborne, I've invented an airborne poison that will kill wasps and only wasps, everyone's just gonna be like, well, fucking use it, goddamn.
Yep. There's no wasps eat meat.
Yeah, I am aware of the meat-eating wasps with their meat hives. I don't like it. I don't like meat hives as a concept, thank you. I need you to understand, that is some fucking, like, that's some fucking H.P. Lovecraft, like, horrifying nonsense, and it's real, and it's on the earth, and I don't like it, and I need it gone.
One of my favorite things is people make and sell fake wasp nests, and the only purpose of these is to hang them up so that real wasps go, oh shit, enemy wasps, and don't set up a real nest near you.
To be fair, have you tried to get rid of a fucking wasp nest?
I saw a video recently. I guess the algorithm picked up on my wasp hatred of a guy in Australia getting rid of a small wasp nest very easily.
Oh,
by
really?
just holding up a bucket. Yeah, he just held up a bucket of soap against his fucking the top of his deck or whatever, and they all just dropped dead into it.
Yeah, that is interesting. Like, there are two things that apparently, like, just immediately kill wasps. It's soap fumes and gasoline fumes.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, we've all seen the videos of people, like, taking a cup of gasoline and then putting it, like, up against a wasp nest and just watching all of them fall in. Yeah. I just wish there was a way to do that for all wasps.
So you're saying you want to cover the planet in gas fumes? I think we can make that happen.
Okay, we can make that happen, but there would be some additional complications, I think, that might not make it ideal, you know?
Yeah. It's so hard to kill all wasps without hurting yourself.
Indeed.
Yep, it's a shame.
Maybe one day.
Maybe that's why we didn't podcast for like 2 months or whatever.
Yeah. To be fair, it did give us time to do other shit, but, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, we've been doing stuff, making stuff happen, working on our pitch demo.
Yeah,
Taking up some time.
Yeah, work is definitely happening on the Killer Connect pitch demo. That's going. It's slow but sure.
Yeah, the last video we uploaded to this channel was the fucking Neon Knights track, which it feels like fucking forever ago. But yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
listen to that if you haven't. It's a fucking dope ass chunk of music.
Yeah, no, our composer Siege VGM is amazingly talented, and
yeah,
we're very happy to have him on the project.
Yeah. Working on that. Other than that, let's get in. I guess let's just get into what we've been doing and maybe broach on some topical news happenings
Yeah,
while we're here. Who knows?
I need to I need to figure out how long it's been. Okay, so May 18th. Jesus Christ, it's been
I mean, we
almost
don't need to
exactly like 2 months. Holy shit.
Yeah. We don't need. I mean, we don't need to recap everything, but just like whatever comes to mind, I guess.
No, yeah, whatever comes to mind. There are a couple of games that I've been playing through, either replaying or like either I've been replaying them or I'm going through them like for the first time or whatever.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. You're either doing one of that or the other of that.
Yeah. I did a full replay of Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, got the true ending again. Still fucking love that game. Still fucking love that game. So Zeke, I'm gonna level with you here.
Okay.
I remember your complaints about Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. Now, mind you, I have not played this game in like 10 years.
Yeah.
So it was effectively another new playthrough. I was like going through it on my own again, like just whatever. And I remember you complaining about the game having, and I quote, ridiculous moon logic bullshit.
Yes.
I don't think you were actually paying that much attention to the game because it was easy as fuck for me to figure it out again. Genuinely, just...
You got embedded memories, man. You got like fucking... It's like
dude,
like riding a bike.
Dude, even when I first played the game, I didn't have any problems. Like, as long as you're, like, fully exploring all of the areas, like, it's pretty easy to figure out what to do.
I have to show you this one fucking room, and I don't remember this game super well.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that great. But, like, I do remember one fucking room, that tripped me up for fucking ever. It's in the, there's one island where, like, there's, like, an underground, like, it kind of looks like hell, but I don't think it's supposed to be hell.
Yeah, I know the one.
You know the island I'm talking about? Yeah, there's one room where, like, fucking the positioning of the fucking textures made it, like, really fucking hard to tell that I was supposed to, like, drop down at a certain location or something.
Right.
One of these fucking days, I'm gonna replay this game and I'm gonna show you this fucking room, because I guarantee whatever I was fucking ranting about, it's like fucking mostly influenced by like that room. I was stuck there, running around like a headless chicken for like 3 hours because I couldn't figure out that I had to go under this room.
Right. I will say that there are a couple of areas where like, so like one of the biggest, probably the one thing that did trip me up was because I was going for 100%, I had to find all the cackle bats and get all the dark magic.
Yeah.
One of the problems that I had was that I kept forgetting that like they do earmark it where it's like pits that kill you have skulls coming out of them, pits that don't kill you don't. But like sometimes it's really hard to see whether or not there are skulls there. And you just miss the pit you're supposed to actually jump down. So that is occasionally annoying. But, like, for the most part, I didn't... Oh, there was one area that I will say was stupid. There was one area that I will say was stupid, and it was the bit where it's like... oh, God. There's, like, after you defeat, I think, the first or second dungeon, there's a guy standing out in front of the palace, in, like, the main... Yeah. Who's, like, a fucking parody of He-Man. And, like, he appears there after, like, the first or second dungeon. You don't go back and meet that guy for another, like, 5 dungeons later.
Yeah.
And by that time, you've completely forgotten this guy fucking exists. I had to look up a guide to remember, oh, right, the He-Man dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was stupid. That was bad. That was like those are like the only 2 things that I had a problem with. The rest of the game was a fucking breeze. And it was the same thing I'm pretty sure it was the same way for me back when I played it originally on, like, 3DS. So, like, I don't know, man. It's never been an issue for me. It's never really been an issue for me. So, I don't know. Maybe I just think on the same wavelength as Matt Boson. I don't know.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Very possibly.
Very possible. But no, yeah.
I just liked it. I don't know. It was a matter of factors. I just liked it the least out of all the Shantae games I played.
That's fair enough. I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a much smoother time with Half Genie Hero, although admittedly that game is easy as piss.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue with Half Genie Hero, in my opinion, is that like you can fucking sleepwalk through that game. It's really fucking easy. It's also
it's mostly just because you can just spam healing. Like you can just buy so much fucking orange juice or whatever and just spam it.
yeah. They give you so many fucking item slots comparative to Pirate's Curse too.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed Seven Sirens. That was actually quite fun.
No, yeah, the reason why I actually went back and replayed Pirate's Curse is because I'm planning on doing, like, a replay of that Half Genie Hero and Seven Sirens. Because Shantae...
If I recall, you never beat Seven Sirens the first time.
I never beat Seven Sirens the first time. That is true. So that is going to be my opportunity to go back and, finish that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah. No, I've heard Seven Sirens is really, really good.
Yeah, it was me. I told him that.
Well, also other people, but,
Sure. They were all me with different mustaches and trench coats, but yeah, sure.
How dare you! How did I not know?
It was Kevin. It is your other friend, Zoran Bozat. It is me. I am definitely not Zika freak with mustache and Groucho Marx glasses.
And bad accent.
Yes. No, this is good accent where I come from, actually.
This accent is exactly what the accent's from where I come
Very
from.
normal in Bergstania, where I am from. Anyway, Shantae and Seven Sirens, good game, I think, yes?
No, yeah, I'm gonna go through that, because Shantae Advance is coming out soon, actually. Yeah. The lost game that was never completed, but then they fucking found the game code, and then I guess limited run games just gave them a shitload of money and were like, here, finish the game.
And people hate them.
I mean, there are reasons to hate them, but that's not one of them.
I think there's reasons to hate scalpers.
I guess so. I guess so.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Apart from that, I also went through the How to Train Your Dragon movie trilogy. Finally watched Hidden World after all these fucking years. Yeah, I think this is DreamWorks' best trilogy. It probably is. Yeah. Like at the very least, it's tied with Kung Fu Panda for me.
Yeah.
I still personally like Kung Fu Panda slightly more, but that's mostly just for like, personal taste reasons. But the How to Train Your Dragon movies are really, really good. The reason why I watched it is because the fucking live-action remake came out, and seeing the shit for the live-action remake everywhere just made me want to watch the original again.
Sure.
And while I was there, I was like, well, shit, I already have this and the second one on Blu-ray. I might as well just watch the entire trilogy.
And I did.
And I did. You and I also finished the main campaign for Borderlands 2.
Yes.
Yes. Very good game, turns out. People who tell you that this game,
Alright, it's been so fucking long, we haven't even told the audience about the fucking Summer of Borderlands.
Yes!
Yeah, I'm trying to drag Kevin kicking and screaming through Borderlands. I'm quite familiar with Borderlands. I've gone through Borderlands 2 probably like 8 or 9 times.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I'm really hyped for Borderlands 4, so I wanted to go through. We're probably not gonna fucking make it through everything before BL4 comes out, but that's fine. Just something to do when our multiplayer games have dog shit matchmaking. We can just play co-op.
Yeah. I kind of do want to go through some of the 2 DLC tomorrow, if you want.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah. But
What's tomorrow, Sunday? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sunday.
More like fun day, because we'll be having it.
Sunday, fun day.
Monster trucks. Monster trucks.
Yeah. No, yeah. I really liked the main I really like the main quest of Borderlands 2. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was really fun. It's very...
Oh, did we ever talk on the podcast about why we fucking rage quit the first game?
I think we have, but let's go over it again. Turns out...
It was funny.
Yes.
So the game of the year edition that we of BL1 on PC is kind of borked.
Yeah.
Which is what we played it for like 20 hours and then we just bailed on it because we
Yeah.
were so sick of its bullshit.
Yeah, the remaster. Yeah.
Yeah. Top issues. One, the game has a persistent memory leak. Performance just degrades the longer you play it. That sucks.
Yeah.
Two, we couldn't get the in-game VoIP to stop turning back on.
Yeah, like every other time we fucking turned it on, like the fucking voice recognition thing would just not turn off no matter what we did in the menus. We would just hear a fucking echo of ourselves, and it was impossible to get rid of. And fucking, oh my god. At one point, it just never, like, at one point, like, no matter what we did, it just stayed on forever. Like, we couldn't finagle it off anymore. It just stayed on. And the thing is, the voice, like the fucking, oh god.
It was mostly on your end. I got mine to turn off quite frequently.
Yeah. Also,
usually whenever I restarted, I just had to turn it off again. It just wouldn't stick. But yours just would refuse to turn off at a certain point.
Yeah, and also, God, the player audio quality in Borderlands 2 is in Borderlands 1 is so fucking bad. It sounds like you're talking through a fucking, like, 1930s radio. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's an older, like, peer-to-peer voice thing. Yeah.
It's, oh god. No, yeah, and, like, there were also just, like, persistent other glitches. Like, I remember one time you were yelling at me to, like, go to a check marker on the map for, like, a particular quest. And I was already on the check marker on my screen. Turns out, the check marker you were talking about wasn't showing up on my screen. The only one that was showing up on my screen was for the previous quest. So,
yeah,
you were yelling at me for something I couldn't fucking see. So, that was annoying.
Yeah, there were just occasional like desync, in co-op, our clients would like desync with each other, in minor ways. All of this to play Borderlands 1, by the way, a game that I like, but I don't think is good enough to deal with all the fucking bullshit we were dealing with.
Yeah, at some point we both just looked at each other and were like, let's just play Borderlands 2. Fuck this.
Yep.
Maybe one of these days...
There's also some things I dislike about going back to BL1. Mostly the insane fucking weapon bloom. Insane.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Fucking... There's already a fair amount of weapon bloom in Borderlands 2, but it's way worse than the first game.
No, it's so bad. This Borderlands 1 was 2009 at the height of like console shooters, which means that it's quote-unquote forgiving, and by quote-unquote forgiving it means that the bullets will just go in the general direction of where you're aiming.
God, yeah, God, that reminds me of when I fucking booted up Overwatch Classic for the first time as Soldier 76, and my bullets were going everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, see, it's worse than that, dude. Fucking... I don't remember if you ever used a shotgun in BL1, but holy shit, your fucking spread is basically the entire screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, fucking spread all across the screen, and, like, fucking distance is, like, 2 feet in front of you. Not even that.
Yeah.
No, fucking terrible, dude. Fucking awful.
Yeah. I like that game a lot for its atmosphere and its, rather smooth power progression if you play through the whole thing. But, the actual gunplay is quite dated, and
Yeah.
it just wasn't worth all the technical issues we were having with that version. I'm told that the original non-Game of the Year edition works better on PC, but by that point we were like 20 hours into a playthrough and we were like, fuck, we're not starting over.
Yeah, when I finally read up that apparently not only is the remaster worse, but like the fucking original version actually runs and plays better, we were already 20 hours in and we were like, we're not doing that shit again. Fuck off. Why did I have to read this? If we were like maybe like 3 to 5 hours in, that wouldn't have been an issue. We could just like bum rush it. But nah, man, we were like halfway through and we were just tired.
Yeah. So we moved on to BL2, and we went through the base campaign over a few weeks, and it was a good old time. That game has aged a lot better.
Yes, no, I really
Also,
liked...
the PC port is significantly better.
Yeah, no, dude, the PC port runs like a dream. It is a beautiful... It is still a beautiful looking game, like, visually. Like, the art direction holds up remarkably.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, it only gets better. I
Nice.
fucking love the visual style of the Borderlands series. The only one of the only series that is stuck to Unreal the entire time where I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you guys are good with the engine. I understand.
This is I've also been told Gearbox is like one of 3 studios that actually reads the actual documentation.
Yeah, so it's actually well optimized and isn't going to stutter like a bitch.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Sorry.
I mean, we'll see when BL4 comes out, but not that my PC can run BL4 because sad times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, that fucking 6 gigabytes of VRAM, man. Damn.
It's this hard wall. Yeah, we've talked about this before, probably not on the podcast, but this a lot of performance, a lot of like woes in the PC gaming space are because there's never before been such a hard wall as there is now. People are very used to the idea that their PC components will gradually wane out over time, and like they'll get like lesser and lesser performance on newer and newer games, right? People are very used to that idea. The adoption of certain features like Nanite Lumen, 4-star T, whatever, has like created this hard wall where it's like if you don't have a certain like amount of VRAM or your card isn't of a certain like series or higher for certain features, then you're just cut off completely.
Yeah.
That's what's causing a lot of the derision.
And like
is
the utilization of these features is rapidly expanding so fast that even like if you buy, for example, like I bought my new laptop, which I'm currently recording this on. I find the reason why, also another reason why we're finally doing a podcast is that I finally got off my lazy fucking ass and transferred all the podcast materials over to my new laptop.
Right. Right. Until now, he's been digging out his old one to record stuff. So
yeah, which has been a massive pain in the ass. So
don't talk to me about pains in the ass.
I know.
I'm very familiar.
Oh, I know.
Like,
oh, I know, buddy. I know. No, fucking what was I saying? Right.
Power. GPUs, power.
Yeah. No, I bought my fucking current laptop. Like which I got a really nice deal for. It's like a 3070 Ti laptop that I got for like $1,200, I think. It's already outdated. It's already being outdated by modern games that require like 10 gigabytes of VRAM, 12 gigabytes of VRAM. I keep seeing fucking tech YouTubers who are now like, as of the last like 3 months, being like,
is like 16 gigabytes of VRAM enough?
In 6 months, it might not be.
Yeah.
Oh god, it fucking sucks, dude. Because like I literally bought this thing so I wouldn't have to upgrade again for another like at least 5 years. But it's being invalidated already because fucking nobody.
But like it's crazy, right? Because shit right before the cuff you can run super fucking well, and then shit after that point it's just like you can barely run it at all.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think it's insane that I can run Doom Eternal at fucking 165 FPS on pretty good settings, right? But I can't run Dark Ages at all because I just don't have enough VRAM.
Dude, I can
it's insane.
Dude, I can barely get like I can barely run. Like, my system barely meets the requirements to run Doom the Dark Ages at, like, 1080p 60. So, like...
Right. That's the thing. That's all I'm asking. I understand it's a game that came out 5 years later. I'm not expecting it to run as good as Eternal. But, like, for a game that barely looks better than Eternal, to not run at all is ridiculous.
It's insanity. It's ridiculous. It's so bonkers.
It's all because these fucking devs are too busy eating and not baking their lighting.
Waiter, more slop, please.
I love that video. If I find out they've been eating.
Oh, dude, I hate it when devs eat.
Yeah. No, but I really do have a problem with a lot of modern development practices, whether it's their fault or like it's the executive thing. I don't give a shit, right? The fact is, at some point the entire industry decided we don't want to bake our lighting anymore. We just want to rely on these automated solutions. And I'm like, it's resulted in games that barely look any better, but have these hard cutoffs where like you need a certain level of tech to run them, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it should be a pretty logical progression, right? Of I can run this game like that's like 5 years old at like triple digit frame rates on decent settings, and it's like okay, I should be able to run the new installment, at a baseline 60, base resolution on lower settings. Nope, can't even do that.
Can't
Can't
even do
even do
that,
that
yeah.
because the forced ray tracing requires a hard 8 gigabytes of VRAM that I don't have.
Yeah. No, it's
So a lot of these woes lately from people are because the industry has adopted these practices that are forcing these hard walls. There's no longer that gradual decline of performance that you used to see in PC gaming space, and it's now this just hard wall that you either gotta put up the money to climb over, or you're stuck at a certain level.
yeah. And it's fucking and even if you do spend the money to climb that wall, congratulations, there's a new wall 5 feet ahead of it.
Yeah.
So what
But
what the fuck do you do?
it's interesting, but it's interesting though because like everything before that wall runs super fucking well.
Yes.
Right. Like it blows my mind that like 8th gen stuff I can run so much better, right? Like I'm fucking playing I was a few weeks ago I was playing like Prey at like fucking 140 FPS or whatever on like high settings, like medium high settings or whatever. Actually no, I think I had everything maxed. Most things maxed except for a few things. Right? And I was running at like 140 FPS on like a 3060. And it's like, why can I do this? But then like you go one generation further, it's like you can't run it at all. It's not
Yeah.
you can't even like degrade it down to 60 low or whatever. Like it just doesn't run, right?
Yeah.
Or like you have to accept. Like I first ran headfirst in this problem with Starfield, everyone's favorite.
Oh, oh yeah.
Now admittedly, creation engine and a creation engine, that's part of it. But like that all, I didn't realize the hard VRAM requirement at the time. I got around it. I get like if I were to load it up now, I know they've improved it slightly with patches and stuff, but like I had to hard cap it to like 40 FPS to actually get it playable.
Yeah.
Which is not something I should have had to have done, frankly, for the leaps being made in that game, right? Compared to its predecessors. Now some of that is just Bethesda being Bethesda, but like it was a precursor of things to come, right? And at least I could, right? At least there is non-RT lighting, right?
Yeah.
So like it was possible for me to cap it at like 40 or
yeah,
whatever.
I will say I will say at the very least Bethesda had the presence of mind to not force RT on that game. I can't say the same thing about Oblivion though.
Oh yeah.
Oblivion
Nope, can't run that.
Oblivion does in fact have force RT. Now, admittedly, I will say this about the Oblivion remaster. They actually do use like the fucking nanite lumen like RT stuff to really good effect to create some really nice looking visuals. Like I would say it does kind of make it work, but like the performance
it's horrifically inefficient.
very
Have you seen the Thread
inefficient,
Interactive videos on it?
Yes, I have.
This tent costs all your frames.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm looking at it now. Starfield definitely does run way better. Definitely does run way the fuck better now on...
That was my first like major disappointment though, and it's only gotten worse since then with newer games.
Yeah, yeah.
You just gotta kind of accept you're stuck in a certain zone, which is fine. There's plenty to play back here, but like, you know, you thought, everyone thought they'd be set for a few years, and they're just not.
They're just not.
Right.
Yep. That's the nature of the fucking current industry, and I don't like it. I'm just saying, when that crash happens, I'm not going like it's going to be. We will have seen it coming.
That was a very long-winded way of saying I'm going to have to get BL4 on console.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fine because the Borderlands series has like really strong snap to target ADS, which makes playing on controller pretty comfortable. But like, yeah.
Yeah. And as far as like other shit.
Speaking of playing a shooter on controller, I did finally beat Doom: The Dark Ages recently though on PS5.
What is the verdict?
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay. All right.
It's all right. It's no Eternal.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I've heard.
Like, I don't want to sound too negative on it because it is a fun game and I had fun with it, and I probably will play it again someday. But I will say I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little not disappointed. I'm whelmed. That's the best way. I'm whelmed. I'm very whelmed right now. I'm whelm maxing. The best way I could describe my feelings on the Dark Ages is that if this was like the experimental side game we got like 2 years later that didn't impact like main series development, I'd be perfectly fine with it. I'd be like, this was a fun experiment. I'm glad they did this. I'm glad they went out of their comfort zone and they did this. I can't wait to get back to real Doom, but it's good, right? But it's not that. Like, it came out 5.5 years later and it is the next like premiere installment or whatever. And compared to Eternal, I just don't like it as much. Now, again, I have a habit of accentuating the negative. So if I'm not complaining about something, assume it's fine. Because the game is fun. But I don't think it's as tightly designed as Eternal in a number of ways. There's less incentive to use specific weapons on specific enemies, which was something I really liked about Eternal, was that kind of dance to it. Eternal also had really, really tight arena design, mostly because it had like so much movement and verticality to it. Dark Ages arenas aren't really like that. They're mostly fields. They're mostly like flat fields that might have like a slight incline of might have like slight inclines and ledges here and there, but like nothing like the crazy like jump pad fucking arenas of Eternal.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about shit, like think about cultist space for a second. There's nothing like cultist space in Dark Ages.
Yeah, and like that's by design, admittedly, but it's just that's
right. The way the combat has been designed kind of necessitates these wider play areas, these wider, more open fields of combat, which I just don't find as engaging. Another thing is that the way combat with enemies has been redesigned, there's really not such a thing as like mid-tier enemies anymore. It's like fodder, and then like the super heavies, right?
Yeah.
Which will be like most of the game you'll be fighting like 2 or 3 of the big demons at a time. Well, there's just like a bunch of fodder around that mostly exists to farm resources off of like armor or health or ammo or whatever, or just mow down. Right, just there for the spectacle of it. A lot of the game is spent dueling. You know, you're dueling a Mancubus and a Hell Knight, or you're dealing, or a Cyber Demon, or a fucking like the newfangled Cacos or whatever. Compared to Eternal, which I feel like Eternal was a much better modernization of the classic Doom formula of having like your low tier, mid tier, high tier enemies mixed in this big arena to fight. Dark Ages doesn't really feel like that. It feels like you're dueling it feels like you're constantly dueling mini bosses, and there's just a bunch of fodder around you.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I didn't find it like it's fun for a while. I didn't find it quite as engaging. So aesthetically, some of the levels are very pretty, but like design wise, I feel like it's a bit of a step back from Eternal. Most of the interesting design happens like between the fights where you're like traversing them, but like it doesn't mix in the combat the same way Eternal did. I mean, really TLDR is that like I really, really like Eternal. Doom Eternal is one of the best FPS games ever made, and I feel like Dark Ages I get the desire to not like do the same just do the same thing again, but like,
yeah,
I personally, and I know a lot of people really, I know a lot of people really fuck with Dark Ages combat, and I get that it is fun in the right dosages, but for me personally, it didn't quite have the sauce that Eternal did. Where like, I can play Eternal right now, you know. I just played it this year and I can play it again. You know, I can finish a playthrough of Eternal and go, that's awesome. I want to start a new playthrough of Eternal.
Just like
It's
one of
kind
those
of
endless, like a frictionless, endlessly replayable game. Yeah.
I don't know about endlessly, but like very replayable. It has a very satisfying loop to it, and that makes you, and with very understandable like cause and effect and like tit and tat and whatnot, that makes you want to get better at it, and understand its intricacies. Dark Ages does have that. I mean, there's a reason Mayo is making videos on it, but like, I don't find it as interesting or fun. It is fun and it is interesting. It's just not as much,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I get done with the session. I'll play like a level. I'll play like a level or two of Dark Ages and be like, and that's enough of that. I will pick this up later. Which I don't really feel as much with Eternal. At least on a fun factor level. Now sometimes I will, like, after a level or two of Eternal, be like, I need a break because I'm playing on ultra violence and it's hard. But like that's a different kind of fatigue.
but like you're still gonna go back to it and then play it for another 6 hours once you get past that point. Like
yeah. You know, it's a game. Eternal is a game you want to dig more into mechanically and continually get better at that. It has an extremely satisfying loop to it. I just didn't feel that with Dark Ages. I feel like the loop it has, it is fun, it is satisfying, but mostly like in bursts.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have your fill and you're like, well, there's just not as much complexity here as Eternal, or like the level design just isn't really hitting the same. It feels Dark Ages feels a little bit samey after a while, with the parry bash shoot. You know, like it's just like it's fun, it's satisfying, like it's still id, like they made it work, but like I don't know, it feels like a experimental kind of gimmicky evolution of Doom, side evolution of Doom that I'm not quite as into. It's still a good game. I'll play it again someday. I'll come back for DLC. Like, it's good. But it's not Eternal good. And honestly, if I could go back in time, I probably would have waited to buy it.
Yeah, that's fair. Understandable.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I am going to soon, like probably in the next month soon, buy and start playing the 100 line.
Oh, that's right. The entire 100 line happened between
Yeah,
episodes.
yes. Right. Talk about that. Fuck.
Damn, incredible. Yes, I got the 100 line at launch. And I have 100. I'm not gonna say 100% of it because I missed some like Bond events or whatever. But like, I got 100 endings. I did every route.
He has experienced.
Wow, that was a lot.
He has experienced the 100 line.
It's true. It's true. I have. No, yeah, 100 line is pretty great. I played it almost every night for like 2.5 months to get all 100 endings.
Yes, every other night I would be like in bed waiting to fall asleep, and then I'd be I'd flick on Discord to see what you're doing, and either you're playing 100 line or you're fucking texting me about 100 line while playing 100 line.
Right. No. So. Right. So the 100 line is I will say very engrossing. Obviously. Again, I played it nearly every night for 2.5 months. And I've been talking about it nonstop, and I've been interacting with people on Twitter about it and stuff, retweeting fan art. It's been a very chill time. Frankly, the 100 line fandom at this point is, I have slight quibbles with it, but like for the most part, it's been pretty fucking chill. And I attributed that to a number of compared to like modern Danganronpa fandom. I mean, and I attributed that to a couple of reasons. One, people who are playing 100 line now are kind of real ones, like they're long-term fans of Kodaka, which means they are, one, fans of Kodaka. Two, it means they're mostly adults if they've been around this long.
Yeah.
So you don't get as stupid takes. Now, don't get me wrong. adults can be fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, and there's
Adult
some
fans of anything can be fucking stupid.
and there's some stupid ass takes I've seen.
That's true. I've seen bad takes on Line. I'm prepared for more. But like the quantity is way down compared to your average modern Danganronpa take, which I've seen them all, and
Oh god.
I have brain conditions scientists aren't even aware of. And also people willing to spend like the money up front, because the thing is, you gotta part of the reason Danganronpa fandom can be so insufferable sometimes is because it's a lot of kids and it's a lot of people who didn't actually play the games and just saw it through some dog ass YouTuber like Cinnamon Toast Ken or whatever.
Or Shutter Game Grumps.
If your exposure to Danganronpa is through Game Grumps, you should be entitled to compensation. I don't know who, but someone should compensate you for your pain and suffering.
I've seen it happen. I've met at least one person in real life who did that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't talk to them anymore.
That's unfortunate. And you shouldn't.
And I should.
We should slap a scarlet letter on them and shun them. But no, 100 Line fandom so far has been rather chill, interesting time. The fan art and the memes and everything. It's taken me back to a place. With like surprising positivity. As for the game itself, I really like it. That said, it's a more anthological kind of experience. It's very different. In good and bad ways. It's always interesting, but I will say there is a spectrum of quality. The highs are so high. Like the high points of this game are some of the best stuff Kodaka has ever written, and there are some other routes that also reach that level. Like Kyohei Oyama is on my radar now.
That's what everyone's been saying. That is what everyone's been fucking saying. Like everyone fucking loves Kyohei Oyama's work on this game. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. There is a range of quality. I did pseudo tier list, and like there's a range, right? There's like some really peak routes. There's a lot of routes that are pretty good, like just pretty good, and then there are some that are kind of middling, and then a handful that are actively like but it is still a very engrossing experience on the whole, and like it's hard to be upset when there's like some mid routes because there's just so much game, right? Mm-hmm. You know, it's hard to be upset because it feels like you definitely got you got your worth out of the really good stuff, and then there's just still more stuff.
Yeah, it's like
right.
It's like,
it feels like
no matter how mid or bad like you occasionally come across like a certain route, you know that there is something better there is something probably going to be better or that will jive with you in the next route you play. Like there's always something better around the corner with this game.
Right. Also, this is just me. The only route I would say is outright bad is Box of Blessings.
That is everything that. If you like Box of Blessings, from what I understand, more power to you. But also seek help, maybe.
I have yet to meet a person who can unironically say, I like Box of Blessings, and I like it more than some of these other, like, more commonly well-liked. Even people I've seen that are like, oh, I didn't think it was that bad. They still put it near the bottom of their list.
It is still their least favorite route.
Right, yeah. The biggest Box of Blessings defenders you know are still putting it in C tier. Right?
Yeah. No one is putting it anywhere up higher than that.
Yeah. Like, you can say it's not that bad, and sure, right? But it's still not good.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The best someone can say is that it's not that bad, which is different from saying it's good. But there is a lot of good in this game. Some of the best stuff that they've ever put is in this game. Killing Game Route, Second Scenario, Retsnom, Cult of Takumi. Cult of Takumi is based, I don't care what anyone says, that is amazing. No, really really good stuff. And then like the other, there's a lot of most of the game falls into what I would call a pretty good category. Like I put a lot of stuff in like A tier, B tier, right? Very good stuff, right? There's definitely way more good here than not. It's just a lot sometimes. It kind of inflicts its own pacing upon you.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. But yeah, I really it was very engrossing, and apparently they're threatening to add more.
The 100
and make this.
It's the game that never ends.
Yeah, by the time we're done with Kadaka's insane 10-year plan, it's going to be the goddamn 1,000 line.
And we are here for it.
Yeah. I am here for the evolution of that, because the crazy thing is, even after getting 100 endings and going through the game's 22, 23-ish routes, I am still left. It's incredible that I can go through that much game and still be like, there's still a lot of potential here.
That is amazing. That is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like good and bad reasons for that. Like somehow in a game with 23 routes, not every character actually gets like a focal route or a focal story or like a thing about them, which is kind of crazy, but it also kind of makes sense because a lot of the routes are a little bit more scenario based. They're kind of there's like a handful of routes that are very character focused, but a lot of them are more plot focused. So it does make sense from a certain point of view. And when you think about it in the grand 10-year plan sense, it makes sense to hold some things back.
Yeah.
In that way. And then there's also just shit they don't explain, right? Like, now granted, most of the main like important like mysteries and stuff. This is also one of the most mystery dense games they've ever made.
Yeah.
Either Kadaka or Uchikoshi. Most of the most pertinent stuff is explained, but there's a lot of stuff that's just kind of thrown out there and go, what's that about? And then the base game, at least, doesn't really give you any answer. The last route I played, which most people agree should be the last route someone plays in this game, the SF route, does this a lot. There's like at least like 4 or 5 plot threads just sort of thrown out there in that route that make you go, what's that about? And then they just don't tell you. And I'm like, that's DLC bait. They're already DLC baiting us.
They knew. I love that they just planned for that. That's great.
Yeah, it feels that way. I think the way I've described it is the 100 line doesn't feel like a game that ends. I mean, it does end. It ends 100 times even, but it doesn't like. It feels a little bit less cohesive as a package because of the way, on purpose, right? It feels less like it ends and more like they just stopped making it at a certain point, right? Like they're like, okay, well, we got to release it at some point, right?
Yeah.
We are deep in the red, so let's just stop. Everyone, put down your pens. We have to release the video game. Like in a video game development sense, it feels like the kid taking the test. They're like, everyone, pens down, pens down, pens down. The time is up. It's like, no, I'm almost done.
I'm almost done. Give me a minute. Give me another minute. Give me another minute.
This essay is gonna blow your mind. Yeah, game development wise, it kind of feels like that. Like they were forced to put the pen down at a certain point.
Yeah.
But they still had more to tell us. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you go through it with your fresh, virgin, unspoiled eyes.
Yes. I've been spoiled about very, very little about the 100 line. So,
right.
I will say the fandom has been remarkably good at keeping spoilers away from prying eyes. So that's good.
It's really interesting because the funny thing about the 100 line is that there's so much to spoil, but like it's also one of the most screen capable games ever made. But like there's not a lot of incidental spoilerage from context, right? Like if you see a screenshot and a character is alive on like day 84 or whatever, that doesn't actually spoil anything.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit.
There's like 23 routes. Like maybe they're dead by that point, maybe they're not. Who knows? You don't know what route they're on just from a out of context screenshot.
Yeah.
So I've always said this game is kind of hard to spoil incidentally.
Yeah.
because it's not like Danganronpa where you see a character in the screenshot and then you look at the corner and it says like chapter 4 or whatever, and you're like, oh, okay, well that tells you something. Here, it doesn't tell you shit. It just tells you there's a lot of routes and a lot of stuff happens.
Yeah.
So it's ironically easier to share screen caps of without spoiling. Just because you just assume that, like, well, there's a lot of possibilities, anything could happen.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very excited to see your reactions to this. Because it really is something special, especially early on. It is so fucking dense. You have also there's also like Uchikoshi shit in this game. You've never played an Uchikoshi game.
I have never played an Uchikoshi game. This is very true. I have not played any of the Zero Escape trilogy. I have not played the Somnium Files. This will be my first exposure to his work proper.
Yes, it takes a long time to get there with the order I provided, but yes, that is interesting as well because Uchikoshi is a certain kind of experience. You know, I'm very excited to vicariously re-experience this through you, as usual.
As you normally do.
Yep. Damn, it's insane. We went an entire 100 line between episodes.
Unbelievable.
Probably record this podcast more.
Fucking ridiculous. Oh man.
Yeah.
We've had an entire life-changing event happen.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is firing off fireworks outside?
USA! USA! USA!
We are midway through July. What, did you just have some shit left over and you just found it out of your freaking garage today? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. People are insane.
Jesus Christ, fucking Americans. Anyway, other shit that I've been doing. I watched The Pit, which is like an HBO Max medical drama thing.
Oh, dude, fuck The Pit. We watched The Cube.
We also... Okay, hang on, wait. Give me a second, I'll get to The Cube.
I want to talk about Cube!
I know! I want to talk about Cube too, but first, real quick, a couple other things.
We didn't watch Cube 2, we watched Cube!
Right, Cube 2 Hypercube comes later. Right. God damn it. No, I watched...
Whatever, talk about everyone's favorite Fallout 3 DLC.
Haha. No, I watched The Pit, which is a HBO medical drama about, like, this emergency room that, like, this basically just, like, it follows...
I'm sorry I'm laughing. Alternate History Hub just posted a video called What If Lincoln Was Shot Earlier?
Oh, God.
And that's a watch later.
Yeah, I'm watching that later. Look, I'm just saying, no video is going to outdo What If Big Bird Died in the Challenger explosion.
That's a great one. What if Big Bird died in the Challenger explosion?
God damn it. No, The Pit follows the day shift of an ER team, and like all the shit that they had to deal with during that particular shift. And the interesting thing I found out about this is that it was originally only supposed to be 12 episodes, to cover an entire, like, 12-hour half-day, ER shift.
Like 24.
Yeah, it's basically like 24. But apparently, partway through the development of the series, HBO greenlit 3 more episodes, so they had to figure out a way to extend the storyline by 3 episodes. And let me tell you, the way that they extended the storyline feels very natural. It is a really good escalation of events, but holy shit, I don't know how they're supposed to, like, outdo this in the next season. Because it's wild. I can't spoil it, but it's wild, dude. Okay. I was surprised by how much I got into The Pit. It has really good character drama. I really love, like, the cinematography and filmmaking is really damn solid. The acting is so good. The main actor, Noah Weil, he was, like, also the main actor on ER back in the day.
Sure.
This might be his best performance in, like, the long-ass career he has been in. Like, this is his best performance by far. And the show is already up for, like, 15 Emmys, so it's definitely winning some of those. No, I was very impressed with the pit. Thank you to Sheridan
Angry
for
Family Guy noises.
thank you for Sheridan for showing me that show. That's one of my favorites of the year so far. It's really good. I also rewatched The Naked Gun, the original from like the 1980s. That might be the funniest movie in terms of just volume of jokes that hit. Like, every other fucking line in The Naked Gun is a joke, and they're all funny. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I've never seen him. Not a movie guy.
Zeke, you'd love The Naked Gun. I'm telling you that now.
Okay.
You would love The Naked Gun.
Put her on the fucking wheel sometime.
I will put it on the wheel sometime, absolutely. I watched Commando. Yeah, that is definitely an Arnold Schwarzenegger action
That's a
movie
toy
from
commercial.
The 80s. That's a toy commercial, yep.
Yep.
And now we can talk about Cube.
Oh, yeah, Cube rocks.
Yes, no, Cube, you recommended this based on the 100 line, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Doremi recommends the Cube at one point, yeah.
Not the Japanese remake, the original.
I am going to assume she meant the original. There was a Japanese remake in 2021, yes, but I assume she meant the 1997 Canadian original.
Yeah, I would assume so. She seems like she knows ball.
Right. Also, just knowing Kadaka, like I'm pretty sure that was a route Kadaka wrote. I'm pretty sure he meant the original. Like, if you just think about it timeline-wise, like Cube would have been something he saw in like his early 20s. So like that seems pretty formative.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, turns out Doremi has amazing taste.
It's true. If we needed proof. But this is the first time any of us saw Cube, I believe, and no, it's great.
It is a really interesting take on like a horror thriller storyline.
Ontological mystery.
Like ontological mystery. Yeah, no, it's God.
Although ironically, the ontological mystery is the least important part of this film.
Yes, no, it's mostly
if you expect to be told what the hell is happening or what any of this is about, fuck you.
Honestly, it's
right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no. Like a lot of it is more so what the entire thing is that like this group of characters is stuck inside of this like massive cube structure, and they have to use like various like obscure clues and shit to try and get out of the cube. And if they make one wrong move, they die to a like fucking Saw death trap. Like literally at the beginning of the movie, we see one character who is unnamed, as far as I know.
He does have a name, but you don't hear it in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And like he's like the first person who's I'm guessing he's like the first person who was in here, and he makes the wrong move, and he dies to like this fucking like this like screen of razor wire that comes down and like cuts him into like pieces. It's so fucking sick.
Yeah, he gets cubed like a cheese brick. Yeah.
Yeah. He gets cubed in the cube.
He's also on the poster. They put that guy in the poster.
Yes, that's the guy on the poster. He dies in 5 minutes.
I'm the guy.
He's not the guy.
No. The character drama is really compelling. There's an arc that a certain character goes on that I did not see coming and was very cathartic and well interesting.
I was surprised by it, but like it made sense given like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Also for like 1997 feels weirdly subversive for the time.
It does, yeah. One thing that is remarkable about Cube is that like for a movie made in 1997, it ages remarkably nicely.
It looks nice.
It looks
it has
and feels very modern.
Yeah, it's got a vibe. And this movie was made for fucking pennies. This movie was made on a budget of $400,000. They only had the one set. They only had that room. That was it. Any other time you see them like looking into a different room or whatever, it's all a hack. It's a creative camera hack to sort of get around the fact that they only had the one set. But it's done so fucking well, you'd never notice you'd never know if no one told you that.
Yeah, no, like I watched the movie first, and then Zeke informed me of that, and I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
Nope. They only had the one room. They're just very clever about their camera angles and some of the tricks they use to make it seem like there were like all these rooms or whatever. But like no, it's just the one room. That they just kept climbing in and out of. The fact that they can change the color of it helps a lot.
That's true. Like some of the rooms are like white, some are blue, some are red.
I appreciated that they were all Rubik's Cube colors. It was green, blue, red, white, and like a yellowish, orangish color.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Yeah.
I was very impressed by Cube.
It was gripping. It was paced very well. The effects were really nice. The effects were also done for free, by the way. Like the studio that did the effects just wanted to support the they loved the project so much and wanted to support the art scene in Canada so much that they actually volunteered to do the CG effects for free, and they still hold up.
Yeah, and apparently this movie did actually like kick the fucking Canadian film industry in the pants. So
yeah, apparently Cube is responsible for why Canada is a genre film haven. Apparently, even all these years later, which was insane to read about.
But like having seen the movie, I get it. I do.
Yeah.
Like it is actually understandable why.
Yeah, no, that was a fun movie night.
Very fun movie night. One of the better movies we've shown on movie night for sure. It's interesting though. Like you mentioned the pacing. You would think a movie about like this group of people stuck inside of like a handful of rooms trying to get out of a cube would get monotonous. You think it would get you think it would drag. It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yep.
They always have something to keep you on your toes in this movie. It's remarkably well made.
Yeah.
I was super impressed by it.
Yeah.
It's a really
big
good
fan.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I've been doing, more or less. And also half of what you've been doing.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of took turns.
Yeah, we kind of took turns there. New anime season also started.
Yep.
So.
Yepperino.
Yeah, there's a handful of shows that we're watching. I'm watching the new Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt season. God fucking damn it. I didn't think they could figure out a way to make this show even more fucking crass, but they found a way. Turns out being on Amazon gives you a lot more leeway in terms of content. So
somehow.
Yeah, somehow. No, the new Panty and Stocking season is hilarious. The first episode has got both episodes have so many great jokes. Like the first episode, at the end of the first season, like in the last 30 seconds, I don't know, spoilers for this, everybody fucking knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, at the end of the first season of Panty and Stocking like cuts Panty into like 666 pieces, says, "Sorry, I'm actually a demon," fucks off with the main villain to go destroy Dotton City, and then we're just kind of left to stew on that until what they refer to as next season, which took like 15 years to make. 15 years later, season 2 starts, and it starts with like one of the characters' brief being like, "Things haven't been the same ever since Panty was cut into 666 pieces. I can still hear her voice in my head. The woman I love, she's gone forever." And then it cuts to Garter Belt being like, "Yes, since Panty was cut into 666 pieces, it's been 5 fucking minutes! We need to do something!"
Worse than like 19 years, actually.
It's really fun. That's true, yeah. It's like, it's been 5 fucking minutes, we need to go. And then no, the entire show is still, it's ridiculously funny, it is ridiculously crass, it's the same damn style. It is remarkable how little has changed from season to season apart from it just being nastier. Like,
Yeah.
it just feels like a perfect continuation. Like, the show never fucking stopped airing. And that is so hard to fucking do for, like, a legacy sequel like this.
Yeah.
It is insanely fucking hard. I saw someone say that this is, like, the inverse of the Fooly Cooly sequels. In terms of quality.
Yeah.
Where it's like, whereas the Fooly Cooly sequels were all, like, you know, a pale imitation of the original, this one is just like, no, it's just panty and stocking, but 12 more episodes, have at it.
Yeah.
I'm really having a good time with it. We're 2 episodes in. Looking forward to more. I'm also watching more Dan Dan Dan. It's good. Everybody already says it's good. I don't need to explain that it's good. It's not as good as what everyone else. It's not as good as what everyone else says it is, or not for the same reasons. The biggest issue I have with Dan Dan Dan, the biggest issue I have, it's not with the show.
Okay.
It's with the fucking fandom. Because this fandom is constantly attributing, it's constantly attributing shit to this show that it does not deserve to have attributed to it. There, like, a lot of people make, like, a big deal about, oh, it's a show in an action series where the women actually do something, and it's like, that's not fucking new. Dan 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 didn't invent that.
Yeah.
And, like, there are also people being like, it's like, oh, it's a show that actually, like, criticizes the sexualization of the female characters, and I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't, you goddamn nerd. It's like, I'm sorry, the mangaka has literally gone on record for saying he literally draws Momo, the main female character, he draws Momo as pretty as humanly fucking possible because he has a crush on his own creation.
Sure.
It's like, I want to create the most beautiful girl in the universe.
But they like it, so they have to justify those things.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one of those fucking things. And that, probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard is like, finally, a shonen action series that, God, what was it? Criticizes toxic masculinity. We've had that since Fist of the fucking North Star. Fuck off!
You know, unlike other mecha, this one is about the characters.
It's literally that. It's literally unlike other shonen anime, this one is good. Or some fucking shit. It's so retarded. I fucking hate this damned fandom who keep attributing qualities to Dan 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 that it does as being like groundbreaking when it's not doing anything new. It's just doing these things especially well. That's what makes Dan 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 good, is that it is a story that, like, it is a supernatural shonen action series, like a ghost story kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's done really well. It is very tightly written and very well done. I just hate this fandom for constantly trying to make it out to be more groundbreaking and more, like, mind-blowing than it actually fucking is. Because it's going to result in people coming in, watching it, not understanding what everyone else is seeing, and then fucking off.
Yeah.
It's annoying as shit.
Yeah, one of the worst things you can do is turn a show into a pick-me.
Yeah,
Right.
no, people are absolutely doing that with Dan Dan Dan, and I despise it with every fiber of my being. Because it's really good. It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
But not for what people are saying it's good for. But
Yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point, but it's just one of those things where, like, I don't like I was off-put by the headspace people created around it.
I completely agree. I understand. But, like,
Yeah.
I was stubborn, and I'm like, fine, I'll give it a try. But I'm watching it on my own fucking terms. It's not because of you fuckers.
Right.
Yeah. And, like, I approached it on my own, like, you know, my own terms, and I like it a lot. It's good.
Sure.
No. I'm also watching Gachi Akuta, which, unfortunately,
Yes, I am too.
no new episode this week because of, like, fucking football or something. Sports.
Fucking sports ruining my anime again.
As per the usual. I don't know if it's like fucking soccer or whatever or like horse racing, whatever the shit. But yeah, no, it's been.
I think it's like the World Cup, I think, or something. I forget.
Oh right, I think that's around this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Anyway, I also watched that.
Yeah, no. That's a really fun. That is a really fun, like, I mentioned this on Twitter, but, like, I am one of those people who thinks that shonen action series are always at their best when they've got a little bit of edge to them.
Yeah.
And Gachiakuta hits that mood really, really nicely. I really like it. The first 2 episodes are a really good introduction to, like, the setting, the main character, and arguably, like the power, and, like, kind of, like, touches a little bit on the power system that the series has. I'm interested to see where this goes. I find the whole, like, world of trash idea very, very compelling, actually.
Yeah. I think it has a strong theme and a lot of style behind it.
I agree. Yeah.
The actual writing of these first 2 episodes, extremely stock shonen opening.
Yeah. You mentioned
by the book.
Yeah, you mentioned that, like, it has it's like how not to get axed in Shonen Jump 101.
Yeah. I don't think this is Jump, but, like, yeah, similar idea.
No, yeah, I think
I watched that first episode and I'm like, I have seen this episode probably about 100 times in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's well done, but, like, man, this is by a playbook.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need that, you know?
Yeah.
You just use that to spring off into interesting directions.
Yeah, I think it's Shonen Sunday, by the way.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, good, they're not dead yet.
Correct. Yeah, no, it's been going for, like, 15 volumes now, so that's pretty good.
No, I meant Shonen Sunday.
Oh yeah,
they were like on the verge of, like, dying like fucking 10 years, like not even 10 years ago, like a while ago.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Nope. Shonen Sunday is still going. I think it helps that they had, like,
hanging in there.
I think it helps that they had, like, a sudden surge of, like, big hits over the last 5 years, so that probably helps.
Yeah,
I know.
I remember there was like a transitional period where, like, the only thing they had was Conan, and they're like, shit, what do we fucking do?
I know that Komi-san is in Shonen Sunday, so that was like a.
Yes.
I think that definitely helped.
That was right before that took off as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But there was just a transition period where a lot of their older series ended, and they were, like, for like a good few years, all they had was Conan, and I saw articles all the time about how they're like, okay, we're in trouble, and I'm like, okay, well, their days are numbered.
Yeah, it's just like, we're so cooked. Apparently not. No, yeah, they're still going.
Yeah.
Quite strong, evidently. So hey, awesome.
Well, good. I'm glad.
And another show that you and I are both watching, I know, is Takupi's Original Sin.
Yes.
This is my anime of the season, frankly, already. It's really, really, really good. It is amazing. Like, technically speaking, the title is a spoiler.
Yeah.
You can probably figure out what happens in the show if you really pay attention to what the title is. But even then, it managed to find a way to surprise me with how fast it happened and, like, the circumstances in which it occurred. It is a remarkably well done series, and I think what really makes the show work as well as it does is that, in a lot of ways, this show is a very heavy social commentary on how in society at large, but especially in Japan in these particular ways, children are often either abused or neglected in a variety of different ways. And this is, like, kind of an exploration of how that affects them on a very personal level. This is not a show for, like, the faint of heart. I know that's, like, you know, everyone says that. Legitimately, this show is not for the faint of heart. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up show. But it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And the animation and direction is incredible. Like, consistently.
It's like a 6-episode miniseries, so it has, like, an almost cinematic quality to it.
Yes.
Just because they can really focus on the episodes they have.
Yeah, even the most recent episode 4, has some, like, insane, like, visual direction and animation. Like, it gets, like, super abstract. Wild. Dude, I gotta see what, like, the original storyboards look like.
What do these storyboards look like? Yeah.
Right? How did this look on paper before you had to animate it? Holy shit. No, apparently this is based on a manga that people already really, really like, and the adaptation is apparently, like, perfect. So,
Sure.
we've got 2 more episodes left. I don't know where this is going. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It's
I'm really enjoying it.
It's so good. Takabe's original sin is so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's just remarkable. Anything else you've been watching? Because, like...
Yeah, hold on. I'm realizing that I need to add some shit to my mail. Right. Okay, so, yes. Dr. Stone is back again. Now I got annoyed with Crunchyroll because Dr. Stone is back with new cores of quote unquote existing productions, but it didn't update my fucking watch list, even though they're in the same listings. So I didn't realize they had come back until like 2 weeks later. So I just caught up on that on both of the new episodes. Very good. I mean, I've talked about Dr. Stone 10 billion times before. I don't really need to go into that again. Only to say that it is continuing to be good. And fucking Hanako-kun. We also still in the material that I read in the manga, but they are firing on all cylinders with season 2. I mentioned before that like I think I mentioned before I fucking love the art style of the manga so much.
Yes. Yeah, you've definitely gone off about how good the art style of the manga is before, yeah.
And they're doing it so much. The first season started out doing a lot of justice to it, but then unfortunately COVID hit them like a truck, and like the last like 4 episodes are just kind of whatever. But man, they're making up for it in season 2 because the production is outstanding. They're bringing this fucking art to life in a way that I didn't, in a way I would not expect the modern industry to be able to do. Just such thick outlines and vivid colors and interesting framing. Just geez. And obviously I still like, obviously like I'm, I have a hard time talking about this show because it's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it. I think it's like, again, it's ghost stories. It's kind of ghost stories, but it's kind of more of an ongoing plot. But like it's I don't know how to describe Hanako-kun very well. It's a bunch of it's ghost stuff and character stuff and like themes and stuff. It's good. Give it a try with your eyeballs. Anyway, it's back and it's awesome. They're really firing on all cylinders. I really like this stretch of the manga as well that I've read. I fell off at it. I stopped reading manga a while ago, but this is still covering stuff I'm familiar with, and they're doing such a great job with it. Yeah, I'm really glad that's back.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm also watching Gashikura. I said that. Call of the Night is back. I have not watched any of that. I think it has like 3 episodes out yet. I have not watched any of that just because I need to fucking log into High Dive. Or
yeah.
Hold on, am I still logged? Hold on, let me try that. Am I logged in?
You may be. You may be.
Yeah, let me just see real quick. Yes, I'm aware of the cookies. No, I'm signed out. I gotta fucking.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta figure that. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah. Where the hell is my Mal page? I was just on Mal. There it is. Okay. Still watching Witch Watch. I'm behind on that though. I'm really behind on Summer Pockets. I'm like fucking 4 or 5 weeks behind on Summer Pockets. I blame Samugi Wenders. I don't find her as endearing as the other heroines, and we were in the middle of her arc. I think it's about over though, so I should probably just get back into that. Yeah, that's been going on. I finished the core. I put that on my media thread. I finished the first core of Fire Force season 3. Apparently they're going on break. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, obviously I do because I watched it, but like outside of the show itself, I don't know what the production is like, because I thought it was going to be continuous, and then it's not continuous, and now it's like, I think the next part is like winter 2026 or something.
Oh,
which is I think a 2-season like a double season break.
Huh.
And they're being kind of cagey about like how long this season is actually going to be. I feel like it's kind of I feel like so from the pacing, I feel like they're going to adapt the entire thing, and the pacing feels pretty good. So I don't think they're going to rush it, but they haven't really been really forward-coming about like how long it's actually going to be or how many episodes. I feel like it's a similar case to Dr. Stone, where they're just like, we're just gonna keep doing a core here and there until we're done.
Yeah, just like until we cover everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it's the final season, which has happened a lot recently.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, we will do a core and then take as long a break as we need, and we'll come back and we'll just kind of keep, we're just greenlit till the end. We'll just keep doing that until it's over.
This is very quickly turning into a fucking like Attack on Titan, the final season situation.
A little bit. I think that was different because they kept making promises.
That's true.
Like they kept outlining specific plans, and then they were like, actually, which I guess the industry has learned not to do that. Now they just are vague about everything, which fair enough, I guess.
I fucking guess.
Fair. I get it. Things are tumultuous in the animation space, right?
Yeah. It's not.
So,
it's not easy. It's not easy.
You know what's really funny is that fucking. Sorry, I'm on the high dive like splash page right now, and I really like. I don't know if this is like specifically tailored to the it can't well it can't be because I'm logged out. Okay, so this makes my point. This makes my point better actually. So they have like these background blurbs showing you like all the shows they have and whatnot. I love how most prominently featured here you've got Danmachi, you got Oshinoko, you got Made in Abyss, and then like everything, and then they like pad it with a bunch of other shit around it, like shit people don't fucking give a shit about, like Helk and the Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess, and the fucking Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy, and like hidden down there is Shadow and Eminence or whatever, the most heretical last boss of the blah blah blah, Dangers in My Heart, and it's like you really put like the 3 or 4 fucking things people know and give a shit about, and then like the rest of it's like, and then we all got other stuff.
Yeah. I was reincarnated. I was reincarnated as a 7th prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability.
Oh boy, yeah. See, I'm disappointed because like I can see there's the key visual for Dark Gathering up in the corner, but it's not visible enough for you to actually see the logo. I'm like, nah, put Dark Gathering in the middle. It's great.
Yeah. Like, man, yeah.
Sometimes I'm upset that Dark Gathering went to High Dive, because I'd like more people to watch it.
Yeah, more people need to see the Doomslayer of Ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, I love Dark Gathering. Dark Gathering season 2 when? I mean, they got to pace that out because it's monthly.
I know.
But like, yeah. No, watch Dark Gathering sometime. It's great. Oh wait, didn't you? You did, didn't you?
I did. It's good.
The whole thing?
Pretty sure.
The whole plate?
The whole plate. The whole plate.
The whole plate. I'm not guilty. I ate the whole plate.
I ate the whole plate. No, yeah, I watched Dark Gathering. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I sometimes forget about that because we never talk about it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get... I really hope someone gets mad at me because I completely skimmed over that there's a Legend of Galactic Heroes ad as well right in the middle. I'm like, hey, shut up, boomer.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't care about Legend of Galactic Heroes.
Yeah, because we're not 50.
I also have other things to do with my life than watch a 104 episode OVA about space politics.
I like how we are a weird breed because we are simultaneously like, man, people who don't give a shit about anything before 2000 are fucking stupid and ignorant and dumb. But meanwhile, we're just like, shut up, boomer.
Look, I love stuff from like the 70s and 80s or whatever, but the stuff that I love from the 70s and 80s is very specific.
Yeah.
Legend of Galactic Heroes is like out of that wheelhouse entirely.
Yeah. People bring up Legend of Galactic Heroes and we're like, shut up, boomer.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, boomer. That is literally the fucking like Legend of Galactic Heroes, like, stylistically feels like the fucking, like, black and white World War II movies of anime.
A little bit. It kind of Legend of the Galactic Heroes kind of feels like what every like young person thinks Gundam is going to be like.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it has a stuffiness to it.
Yeah. No, when you but like the thing is, when you actually watch Gundam, it's like it's actually remarkably like enjoyable and fun, and like yeah, it has like a lot of political shit in it, but like it's also just very kinetic in terms of its storytelling. Yeah. Like
that's... whereas I imagine watching Legend of the Galactic Heroes is kind of like the space opera version of fucking her duchessness or whatever.
Yeah, dude, the Duchess approves. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's closer to like. From what I know, it's more like watching a sci-fi version of C-SPAN.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
Probably worse. Like, it's good for an extremely specific type of person, not me!
Right. Okay, so what I'm hearing is we need to have auto-tune remixes of Legend of the Galactic Heroes to make it palatable.
Auto-tune the anime, let's go.
Auto-tune the Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Maybe I'm wrong, but like that's the vibe I get. That's what I get from it every time I see anything from it. I don't see any action scenes from it, that's for sure. I don't see anything like, you know, exciting happening. It's always people fucking talking in a room.
Yeah, but not like in a modern sexy way. This ain't no World Trigger.
No. It's like you're fucking watching freaking God damn it. No, it's not my thing, man.
One of the funniest tweets I've ever seen in my life is the guy who just went World Trigger fans when everyone's gathered at a table. I'm like, it's true though.
Yeah.
Boardroom meetings go hard.
Boardroom meetings go hard. Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, yeah, that's what we've been doing.
That's what we've been doing, yep. I think that should do it for segment 1.
Yep. Stay tuned for more Bakagaijinshow, or we'll find you. Hey, welcome back to the Baka Gaijin Show. Zeke Freak, Kevin, empty third chair. You know how it goes.
It's been gathering dust for a while now. We need to really, dust that off. I think there's a cobweb there now.
I don't dust. We have people for that, or at least we should.
We should have people for that. Gosh, what happened to that? What happened to that guy behind the glass? Where's he gone?
Oh, we forgot to let him out.
Shit! Fuck! Wait, hang on. We need to go do that, hang on. We'll be right back, guys! And we're back!
The Reddit dive! Let's start with a small Tifo, just a little itty bitty fuck up.
Oh, just an itsy bitsy little fuck up. I can't wait for this to be one of those itsy bitsy fuck up that's like, yeah, I lost my foot today.
Today I fucked up by putting rubber toys in storage with Legos.
Oh, that is... Oh.
I hope this story might save someone else's Legos. It wasn't today this happened. The actual fuck up was 3 years ago. When it happened, I tossed some rubber worms into a storage container of Legos while packing up to move. We have Minecraft, Pokemon, Batman, all sorts of cool sets. Or had. The storage
every single Power Ranger.
Theodore Preston and Theodore Logan. Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. The storage box has been chilling in my closet for years as my oldest kid lost interest and I decided to save them for her younger siblings. The box contained Legos, a few dozen Swinkies.
What the fuck is a Squinky?
Look that up. And a handful of those little worms used to teach measuring and counting. Finally, the time has came where I can be fairly certain nobody will choke or chew on Legos, so I brought them out for my younger children. At first, everything seemed fine, but I started finding melted Legos, much to my confusion. My first thought was that they looked melted by fire, but who would do that? Eventually, I decided to dig through all the Legos and pull out all the melted ones, and a good many of them were still melted or attached to the rubber worms. Apparently, a chemical reaction can occur between Legos and rubber that results in the Legos all melting together into Lego worm blobs.
Ooh.
The apartment has reached higher than 95 degrees Fahrenheit from time to time, so I guess that was hot enough for the reaction to occur.
Yeah.
According to the top comment, the worms were made from a TPE plastic that will react with other plastics like ABS, which is what Legos are made of, and melt them. Even just the fumes will do that. If you had the worms in the vicinity, not touching the Legos, they would soften the Legos as well. I don't handle acetone near ABS plastics, which Legos are made of. I do 3D printing, and we use acetone to smooth out 3D prints.
Yeah. Also, I looked it up, and Squinkies are like these little, fucking like rubber plastic, like toy things. They're like it's like a fucking it's like a fucking
family's addicted
thing.
to rubber.
Yeah.
Jeez, I have to help this family out with their poor rubber addiction. Anyway, sorry for your small Tifu.
Yeah, no, that honestly, you know what? That does indeed qualify for small Tifu. There you go.
But will this one qualify for small Tifu?
Well, we're about to find out. Give it to me.
No. Yeah, you're about to find out. I'm shoving it in your face.
Thank you. Today I fucked up by eating moldy ant-covered bread. Ugh, God, ew. Now my sandwich doesn't exactly look terribly appetizing. Fuck. I bought some little slices of baguette a couple of days ago. I thought it would go...
Oh, did it go well with your frog legs and creme de la creme?
Don't be racist, sorry.
being Frenchist.
There you go, yeah, don't be Frenchist. I thought it would go perfectly with my spinach dip, conveniently pre-sliced, only 2 or 3 bites per slice, easy to eat. This morning it sounded like a yummy snack. I love that. So I grabbed the dip, a butter knife to spread it, and the bag of bread slices. I'm happily munching away when I happen to catch a glimpse of something green on one of the slices. Oh no, say it ain't so! Yes, it was mold. In my defense, it was a small spot and very pale green. Easy to overlook, especially with my effed up glasses. I examined the bag. It's all got pale green spots. Damn it. I'm already feeling nauseated when I notice something worse. Ants. The tiniest little ants I have ever seen in my life, not just on the bag, but in the bag. Now my stomach is churning, and I'm seriously regretting not paying better attention to my food before I eat it. TLDR, I didn't look very closely at my bag of baguette slices, and accidentally ended up eating mold and minuscule ants. I
like the only comment. Protein and penicillin, all the good stuff.
There you go.
No. This is just reminding me that ants on a log is the least appetizing fucking name for a dish ever.
It is. It absolutely is. Ants on a log is, like, great. I love it. It does not sound appetizing at all.
Yeah.
Hey, kids, you want to eat ants on a log? Ew.
No.
No.
At first glance, no. After I've thought about it and realized what it is, also still no. You put that image in my head. Fuck you.
How dare you? You have ruined this for me.
My turn again.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for calling my mom out on her weird obsession with my best friend?
Oh, okay. This should be interesting.
I, 21M, have been friends with this guy, 20M, since middle school, who I'm just going to refer to as Eric for the sake of the story. He's a great guy, funny, kind, and charismatic. Genuinely, the kind of person anyone would love as a friend. Everyone loved him, including my parents.
As a friend.
And I mean... Everyone loved him, including my parents. And I mean my parents absolutely loved him, which made sense, of course. He was a great kid who was always polite and respectful around them. Unfortunately, Eric's mom passed away when we were in 6th grade, which of course was hard on him. It was around this time the two of us started becoming closer friends, and we would spend a lot of time at each other's houses. Over time, we would spend more and more of my time together, and it got to the point where one year I wanted to invite him on one of our family vacations. My parents not only embraced the idea, but they encouraged it from then on whenever we would travel, even if we were just going up to our cabin for a night or two. He was always invited along. Again, my parents both adored him, but my mom just doted on him. She would often refer to to him as her other child, or fourth child. I have two older siblings. Anytime we'd be in public with him, she would flat out tell strangers that he was her child. He would have him, she would have him on practically all of our vacation photos and post them all over Facebook, again, displaying him as if he were her child. I had always been under the impression that because his mom passed away, she was just trying to step up and be a motherly figure to him, and a lot of people, including myself, thought it was just sweet and innocent. Then we got into high school and things got weird.
Oh,
It got to the point where she wasn't just inviting him places to hang out with me, but she would take him to places herself. She would take him to the grocery store, out to lunch, would even take him to the mall and bought him an Apple Watch once. Wow, that's expensive.
Okay. All right.
Among many other experiences, gifts, I think you mean expensive gifts, which he would often try to give back because he would feel so guilty about how much money she spent on him. During the summertime, we would go up to our cabin a lot. Of course, he was with us more often than not. After we would eat dinner, the two of them go into a routine where they would go lay down together. Okay. At this time, we would have probably been around 14, 15 when it started. I walked in on it multiple times, and they'd literally just be doing nothing but laying in bed and talking. Sometimes my mom would be in nothing but a bathrobe, which, yeah. I very vividly remember having a conversation with my sister about how she seemed more interested in spending time and money on him than she did her own children. I recently told her in a recent conversation that we had that I thought her behavior toward him was kind of weird, and how much it sucked that she seemed to have wanted him more as a child than me. She thought I was completely out of line and is now giving me the cold shoulder. Am I the asshole?
That's a little weird. Yeah.
I was with you until the bathrobe lounging.
Yeah, the bathrobe lounging is suffice to say a bit of a red flag, I'd say. Yeah.
This may be kind of out of character for us to say, but your mom kind of sounds like a groomer. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Potentially.
Like she exhibits a lot of the telltale signs of that.
There's a lot of what are we doing, step bro energy going on here.
What are we doing on the bed, step bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you're not the asshole in this one.
I think you're right to at least go, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah, like bringing up some questions.
I think a what's going on here at least is warranted.
Definitely, yeah.
So you should have some conversations with them and report back to us because I'm very interested.
Yes, please. I'm on pins and needles. Yeah. I need to know.
We love juicy drama,
especially of the family kind.
Yeah. So official verdict, not enough info. Get more info. Come back to us.
Yeah. Bookmark this one. I'm
very curious.
But bookmark this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. I will follow this user. That's right. I'm following someone on Reddit. It does happen.
It does happen. It can happen. It does exist. Okay.
Right. Okay. You shall receive this one in the mail. Wouldn't it be really funny if I just mailed these to you, like actual mail?
just randomly one week I get a fuckload of like fucking itis and tifus in the mail. Yeah. Here, you have to sign for this. Why do I have to sign for this? I don't know. It's from a guy named Zeke. Motherfucker.
That makes sense.
Am I the asshole for refusing to let my roommate's girlfriend move into our apartment without paying rent? Okay. So I, 25 years old, live in a 2-bedroom apartment with my roommate, Jake, 26. We've been friends since college.
What happened to the other 25 Jakes?
Jake number 26. We don't talk about the other 25.
I've been wondering, why am I called Jake 26? Just don't worry about it.
This is a very weird sequel to Mickey 17.
Yeah.
We've been friends since college and split rent, utilities, and chores evenly. Our lease is month to month, and we've always had bills get paid, places stay clean. Place stays clean, no drama. About 2 months ago, Jake started dating Sarah, 24, and she's been spending a lot of time at our place.
What happened to the other 23 Sarahs?
And she's been spending a lot of time at her place. Like, a lot.
A lot?
She's here 5 to 6 nights a week, uses our kitchen,
That's
bathroom, Netflix, you name it. She practically lives there now, yeah. Netflix, you name it.
But did he mind it first?
I didn't mind it first!
Okay, good. Ooh, I was wondering about that one.
That's the next damn line. Fuck you.
But, okay, but was she nice enough, though?
Because she's nice enough.
Okay, good. It's probably just a honeymoon phase or something.
And I figured it was just the honeymoon phase. Stop it.
Woo.
Okay, last week, Jake sat me down and said Sarah's lease is ending soon, and he wants her to move in with us. I was caught off guard, but asked how we'd handle rent and bills. He said Sarah's between jobs and can't afford to chip in right now, but she'd help out with chores. Really? I pointed out that we already split chores evenly, and adding a third person means more mess, more utilities, and more strain on our small space. I suggested Sarah pay a third of the rent and utilities when she's employed, but Jake got defensive and said I was being petty and unsupportive. He argued that since she's his girlfriend, it's not like she's a stranger, and I should be cool with it because we're all friends here. Oh, that classic. Here's my side. I get that Sarah's in a tough spot, and I don't want to seem heartless. I've been unemployed before, and it sucks, but our apartment is a tiny shared bathroom, small kitchen Our apartment is tiny shared bathroom, small kitchen, thin walls. Having a third person full-time would change the vibe, and I don't think it's fair for me to subsidize her living here. I pay $800 a month for my half of the rent, holy shit! Plus utilities, and I budget carefully. If Sarah moves in without contributing, I'm essentially covering part of her costs, which doesn't sit right with me. I also feel like Jake's dismissing my concerns by framing it as me being unfriendly rather than practical. Jake sighed, as he explained it. He says Sarah's only temporarily jobless and will make it up later. He thinks I'm overreacting because she's not some random tenant but his girlfriend, and I should trust she won't mooch forever. He also said I'm making a big deal out of nothing since she's already here most of the time anyway. He pointed out that she's cooked dinner for us a couple of times, so she's contributing in her own way. The conversation ended with Jake saying I'm being unreasonable, that I'm making Sarah feel unwelcome. Now things are tense, and Sarah's been avoiding me whenever she's over. I don't want to ruin my friendship with Jake, but I also don't think I should have to pay for someone else to live here. Am I the asshole for putting my foot down?
No.
No.
First, the part that goes unaddressed here is that they're also inviting you to be the third wheel at your own house.
Yes, they are literally trying to force you into a situation where you are third wheeling them for them the entire time. Like,
yeah.
This is essentially them trying to find a place for the two of them to share, with you taking care of her half of the expenses for now. Yeah.
I don't remember if it was top comment. One of these comments, I like the idea. Someone says, "Well, if Jake wants to support his girlfriend, he's perfectly capable of paying 66% of the expenses."
Yeah. Like,
which, if you think about it, is only a 16% increase in expenses.
Indeed. So, what's the problem here?
Jake. If that is your real name.
Right.
God,
yeah.
I prefer Jake 22. That guy was awesome.
Jake 22 would have change for $1.
This smells like Jake 22. No, you're not the asshole.
No, not the asshole at all.
These are valid concerns.
They're very, very valid concerns. I would say even omnipresently valid. That's right. I put Omni in front of that shit.
Now this one may be a bit of a story.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to evaluate whether it's deserving of its XL rating.
Ooh, okay, all right.
Today I fucked up by not tipping the cashier.
All right. Doesn't sound all that extreme, but we will,
This happened a few days ago. I can't stop thinking about it. I also write how I think, so bear with me if there are any grammatical errors. This story takes place in the United States of America.
America!
My brother-in-law showed my family a mom-and-pop buffalo wing place roughly 15 years ago when he was dating my sister. It was one near his hometown, and he had been going there since it opened when he was a teen. My family loved the place, and it became a new family favorite. After graduating, I moved in a neighboring town for work and would go there occasionally to the restaurant, maybe just a few times a year. Right before COVID, my brother went on a study abroad, but when COVID hit, he was quickly rushed back to America. He moved into the town with the restaurant. Once COVID restrictions lifted, we were able to go out to eat and decided to go to the restaurant once a week. We love the food a lot, and it allows us to catch up and spend some quality time together. We would invite our friends and family to occasionally join us for these weekly outings, but the two of us have been going there every week for nearly 4 years.
Well, damn.
So the way this restaurant works, real repeat business. The way this restaurant works is as follows. You first order and pay at the counter, and then you find yourself a seat in the sitting area. Once your food is ready, they call your number and you pick up your order. When you're done eating, you must clear your own area and toss your trash. It's like a fast food restaurant in that way, but a bit nicer. There's no waiters. This will be an important detail later. The restaurant has a nice lunch special, which includes wings, fries, and a drink for all for a very reasonable... Wings, fries, and drink for a reasonable price?
Satisfactory.
Outrageous. Satisfactory. They also give you a small side cup of ketchup, ranch, blue cheese, and their buffalo sauce. On Mondays and Tuesdays, they run this special all day, and it's on those days in the evening that my brother and I go. So about eight-ish months ago, they hired a new guy who worked as a cashier. For the purposes of this story, let's call him Jay. Jay's in his early 20s and is studying something along the lines of criminal justice at the local college. Jay was friendly and we always made small talk during our ordering process. Since we went weekly and ordered the same thing every time, we started to memorize our orders. Now, this wasn't unique. My brother and I have practically ordered the same thing from this restaurant for 15 years now. And some of the past cashiers have memorized our orders, or at least part of our orders. Jay had our orders only partially memorized at this currently, but he mixed up some parts of our orders. No problem. Easy to correct. Never an issue. 3 months ago, my brother broke his arm. It was a complete fracture of his radial bone. He ended up needing surgery, or as they spell here, surgery, and a metal plate and screw implanted near the a metal plate and screw implanted to repair the bone. Due to this, he couldn't use that arm for anything. We decided to take a two-ish month break, since it's hard to eat buffalo wings with only one arm.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it?
I mean...
Oh, if they're like, if they're bone in, right?
Bone
Okay,
in,
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right, sorry. Sorry, I'm not a bone-in guy. Bones are a scam. So it's just less meat. It's like the ice of meat. There's no way he orders boneless wings and uses a fork instead. Why? Whatever. No shame to the boneless wing eaters. It feels like there's a little bit of shame. I'm feeling a little bit of shame here, buddy. It's very convenient to eat them that way, but that's not how we roll here.
Well, okay.
Fucking skill issue. I'm getting in a fight with this guy. Once the doctor cleared him to lift 5 pounds, we would go back. 4 weeks ago, the doctor cleared my brother and we started going back. Jay was excited to see us and we were glad to be back. We ordered and sat down. Jay came up to us with our food a few minutes later and asked where we had been. We explained what had happened and my brother showed him the surgical scar.Ay then starts talking about how he gets how my brother feels and says he broke his knee last year. He goes on to tell a story about how there was a gang incident. Okay. A gang killed his cousin and broke his knee. He didn't say which gang and we didn't ask.
Oh.
It's probably safe.
Okay.
The way Jay was explaining the story, it sounds like he was doing a bit. He was deadpan in a way and it made my brother and I think he was joking. It felt like he was telling one of those really long stories that ended in a pun, but there was no pun at the end. His cadence and inflections made it seem unserious. We both tried to remain serious, but we gave each other a side eye and kind of giggled a bit. We apologized and said we're sorry for laughing and sorry for his loss. He then went on to explain some wrist-based stretches my brother could do to help heal his hand. My brother thanked him and told Jay that the doctor gave him a list of stretches like the ones that Jay gave. After we left the restaurant, we talked about how weird that was. 3 weeks ago, when we went in, Jay asked my brother if he had any ways to improve the restaurant. My brother jokingly said if the restaurant wants to hire me as a consultant, I will happily give some ideas, but I don't give ideas for free. Now, my brother is a smart man, but a bit of a smartass. I don't know why Jay asked my brother that. He's not an entrepreneurial or a businessman. He's also going to the local college study to be an accountant. It was weird that he only asked my brother and not me, but I also thought it was interesting because as far as I know, he's just an employee who doesn't really have a stake in the restaurant. 2 weeks ago, My brother couldn't make it to the weekly dinner. I was already spending the afternoon with my sister and her family, so we decided to go together instead of me going with my sister. We go up, order, sit down like usual. When we got our food, I noticed I got a side of buffalo sauce instead of ketchup. I always get a side of ketchup for my fries, and my brother gets the additional buffalo sauce because he likes to dip his fries in them. I figured this was just Jay mixing up our orders again. If this was to happen when my brother and I were together, we could easily switch to condiments, but since he wasn't here this time, I went up to Jay and told him the situation and asked if I could get some ketchup. He tells me, "Oh, I gave someone at your table a thing of ketchup, just take it from them." When we walked into the kitchen in the back, I was kind of shocked but returned without my ketchup. I just used the buffalo sauce and ended up taking some of my sister's ketchup when she was done using it. That's
Okay.
okay, whatever. This week, me and my brother went again. We ended up going in an hour before they closed due to my brother having to stay late at work. The restaurant was empty. We get to the counter, and before we can place our orders, Jay asks, "Do you guys know of any side hustles to make some extra cash?" My brother jokingly says, "Have you thought about doing gift card scams on grandmas?" Not meant to be taken seriously. Not a great joke, but a joke nonetheless. Jay instantly sobered up and said, "My grandma died this morning. I got the call at 4 a.m.
Hey.
My brother and I were shocked. We apologized and said it was meant as a joke, but that it wasn't even a good joke. I was surprised that he still came into work. As I was paying, I hit no tip as Jay said under his breath, "Money is tight right now. If you could tip, it would be nice." Sadly, he said this seconds after I hit no tip, and I couldn't go back. I didn't say anything, and went to sit down as my brother ordered and paid for himself. He also hit no tip. Jay came out 10 minutes later with our food. Instead of handing us our food, he places the food down at a neighboring table, sits down with us, and says, "We need to talk about the no tip situation." He went on to say that we are regulars, but he noticed that we never tip. My brother and I go on to give our reasons. "Oh, we weren't being waited on. Tipping culture has gotten out of hand. It's annoying to ask to be tipped at places that where it isn't needed. We pay before we even eat the food." Jay counters by saying things like, "Oh, I've memorized your orders. I try to make this an enjoyable experience for you guys. You can give a tip based on your experience from last time." For like 5 minutes, we're talking in circles. We give our reasons. Jay gives us points. Jay also starts escalating the situation. He brings up that we made fun of his grandma dying. Again, we apologized and we said we weren't making fun of his grandma. It was just an ill-timed joke. I asked him why he didn't take the day off. Jay goes on to say that money is tight and he needs the money. He says he makes $16 an hour plus tips. My brother says that's how much he makes working at the phone store. We say that they should raise the prices if they need more money. We shouldn't have to tip at what is basically an upscale fast food restaurant. Up to this point, we have been talking calmly, but no side is giving way to the other. Then the cook from the back comes out and says, "Jay, it's not that big a deal. Just give them their food." And Jay says, "I will once we're done here." At this point, my brother is pissed and tired of this. My brother doesn't mind escalating situations and digs his heels in when confronted. I am much more of a people pleaser and always try to de-escalate situations. So my brother starts raising his voice at Jay, saying, "You should listen to your coworker. We for sure aren't going to tip you after this." The coworker comes back out a minute later, takes the food from Jay, gives it to us. We appreciate it, but now we're arguing with Jay while eating buffalo wings. The conversation ends shortly after that with Jay saying, "If you are going to tip, you should get your food to go since you don't appreciate this place." My brother responds by saying, "We will get it to go next time so we don't have to see you." Jay gets up and walks away. He comes back with the good to go boxes and says, "Here are your boxes if you want to leave so badly." And we said, "No, we paid to eat this here. We're going to eat it here. Next time we'll get it to go." Jay leaves the boxes and walks away. My brother and I just stare at each other and eat our food in silence. Mind you, we were the only people in the restaurant when this happened. We went an hour before closing. No one else had come in after us. Because of this, Jay is walking around the seating area doing the end-of-day cleaning. The cook did come back out to check on us and make sure we were okay. He also apologized for what happened. Our answers were short, but mostly because Jay was within earshot. When we were done, Jay was sweeping in front of the entrance, so we had to walk past him to leave. We tossed our food in the trash can, and I said, without making eye contact, "Sorry about your grandma again," and he responded by saying, "Yeah, you probably won't see me here again." My brother responded with "good," and we walked out. We believe Jay will get fired, but we're going to take the week off just to be safe. The issue is how we always go to at the same time and day, so if Jay is angry, he knows exactly when we'll be there if he wants to confront us in the parking lot. I know Jay was mostly angry about his grandma, and I'm sure things would have gone very differently if that joke hadn't been made. But on the other hand, if he wanted to ask why we don't tip, I think there was a reasonable way to bring it up and ask us. But also to accept our answer if we don't want to tip. If we're both pro-tip in the case of fancier sit-down restaurants and places where you're being waited on and served. There's just a time and place for tipping, and we don't believe that it was this situation. TLDR, fast food restaurant cashier got mad at us for never tipping and wouldn't give us our food until we did.
I'm not sure I would call this an extra large fuck up, or maybe not even a large, but it is a
It was a fun story.
It's a fun story and a very messy fucking situation. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I will admit, like,
this isn't an ITA, so we don't have to give a judgment. We can talk about it.
yeah, no, like, so like the whole tipping thing is fascinating, right? Like, I do admit, like, I do agree that the whole tipping like culture thing is kind of out of control.
Right. I'm on their side. I've been asked to tip at places that have no fucking business asking for tips. Right.
Dude, I've been I've been asked to tip at a fucking Little Caesars.
Yeah, dude, fucking, I get asked to tip at like fucking ice cream places. I'm like, I'm getting a cone of ice cream. What am I tipping you for?
Right. Where's the
I'm
service?
not, is the thing. Yeah. Like, people are being asked to tip at places that aren't even like providing a service, right? Like, tip culture in general is stupid, right? The entire concept was just so restaurant owners didn't have to pay their own staff as much. They were subsidizing it from the public, right? The whole concept is stupid. But at least you could make the argument that there was like a service being rendered. You were being waited on, right? But that's not how it doesn't sound like that's how this place works. This sounds more like a buffet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty much what it sounds like. Yeah, like, it is a functional buffet. And tipping at a buffet is fucking insanity. And look, I get that Jay is probably hard up on cash and has a lot of things going on in his life. I understand that his grandma just fucking died that morning and whatever the shit. He took it out on the fucking customers in a way that was unnecessary.
Yeah. Like, they don't fucking know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, it was a legendarily ill-timed joke. Yes. But these things happen. They don't know you, right?
Yeah.
Like, they don't know your grandma just died. That's not their fault, right? Like, yeah. This guy Jay is fucking, maybe it's desperation, maybe he's just emotional from what happened to him, but like fucking, they're under no obligation to tip you in this circumstance. I'm sorry, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Look, you can...
And just making it a personal issue and like fucking, like confronting them about not tipping, you know, in a place that clearly gives you the option to not tip. Like, there's a no tip button for a reason. It is an option the restaurant has provided them, and having this confrontation with them about it is unprofessional on the face of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and then getting weirdly personal about it.
Yeah, right. And then, like, making a fucking, like, massive, like, scene of it to your other coworkers and shit.
Yeah, and even the chef was like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing?
When even the fucking chef is looking at that shit and being like, you need to calm down, bro. Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel bad for Jay, but at the same time, this is a problem that he created when there was not a problem beforehand. And
right.
I get there are a lot of personal reasons why he did this, but none of them have anything to do with his place of work or the people he is serving. Or the people he is, I don't know, being the cashier for, I guess. Yeah.
That's the other thing. You're a cashier. Who tips a cashier?
Yeah, right.
Right. Notice how they're not describing you as a waiter or a server. You are a cashier.
You're a cashier. Yeah. So it's one of those fucking, god damn it. It's fucking messy, right? It's fucking messy because like I feel bad for him, but at the same time if he gets fired because of this, it's his own damn fault.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I guess that's like I guess it's like what I'm trying to say here is that like if he does end up getting fired, it's because I think even he realizes his fuck up based on what he said at the end there of like you probably won't see me here again. Like I think he realized he just torpedoed his job.
Yeah. But
like, oh my god, it's just I want to feel bad for Jake here, but I can't. But it's kind of hard to.
Yeah. Reading some comments. Yeah, me hooked on this story. It's very well written. You didn't fuck up either. I'm with you. I never tip at places like that. Tips are for wait staff as long as they are food. Jay should never have brought that up. He makes $16 an hour to sell wings. He's fine.
Yeah.
As for the grandma joke, that was a coincidence. She'll be fine. Jay behaving kind of awkwardly before then, but to get that mad and hold your food hostage for a tip, absurd. And y'all are regulars who've been going there since before he even started working there. The entitlement on that boy to act like he can run you out of your favorite haunt like he owns the place.
Yeah.
If I were the owner, I would fire him without a second thought for alienating such loyal patrons.
Agreed.
And if he doesn't get fired and he continues to make things difficult, you should take this to upper management. Dead grandma or not, that is no way to act.
Absolutely no. It's a complete lack of professionalism, and it has no place. It has no business being in there in the workplace. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Going some places today.
Oh yeah, no. This is a fascinating day for the Reddit dive.
Yep. Hold on. Read this one with your whole lips.
Well, all right, and well, I hope my eyes too. All right, am I the asshole for not calling my oh god. am I the asshole for not calling my oldest daughter a princess?
I don't know. Can you end your sentences with question marks?
Okay. I am 37, have 3 daughters, ages 15, 6, and 5. Wow, you had a hell of a break after the first kid.
Yeah, right. And we're good. What do you mean we got pregnant twice in a row? What?
Motherfucker. We'll call my 15-year-old Taylor. Sorry.
Okay.
Right. I had Taylor with my college girlfriend. We broke up when okay, I see.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That explains everything.
I had Taylor with my college girlfriend. We broke up when Taylor was just a baby, under a year old. Yeah, I know what a baby is, you dumb shit. I'm sorry. Why do you think... sorry. We co-parented well together. Now that Taylor is older, she comes here whenever she comes here when she wants, but primarily stays with her mom since she's closer to school/friends. I got married to my now wife 8 years ago, and we now have two daughters together. Taylor's always gotten along great with my wife and her little sisters. Me, my wife, and all 3 girls went to Disney World for a few days. Taylor has always been a huge Belle fan. First day at Disney, I had some work to do, so I got up early and got ready and went to the lobby while the girls got ready. When I went back up to the room, my youngest 2 were dressed in princess dresses and crowns, while my oldest had on a very what I would call Belle-themed outfit.
She got that bell drip.
She got that bell drip. When I saw the younger 2, I said, "You 2 look just like princesses." My youngest asked, "What about Taylor?" Taylor in the last few years has been over the cute pet names. So I said, "I think Taylor is a little too old to be a princess, but she's very pretty." Taylor said thanks, but sounded a little off. I didn't think anything of it. Bye. We had a good day. Taylor was distant with me, but having fun with my wife and her sisters. I figured I would ask her when we got back to the hotel. Well, I got a long, angry text from my ex-wife saying Taylor had texted her that I called her sisters princesses, but not her, and said that she was too old to be a princess, and that really hurt her feelings, I guess. I know
this is a very different context than it normally is brought up, but I want to point out another example of someone in a fucking Aita story bringing their mother into it.
It keeps happening. It keeps fucking happening.
Very different context. I'm just saying it keeps happening.
It keeps happening. Yep. I reminded my ex that Taylor has hated cute pet names for years now. My ex said, considering we're at Disney and Taylor was in a Belle-themed outfit, I should have thought that she might have wanted to be a princess for the day. My ex said I was being an oblivious asshole. I tried to talk to Taylor, but she doesn't want to talk about it and hasn't talked to me much. My wife thinks I could have handled the situation better and made it up to Taylor. I don't think assuming my teen daughter would want to be called a princess is being an asshole. She was dressed up as her favorite princess, buddy.
Yeah, she was dressed up as a princess.
Yeah, like, whether or not you think she is over the pet names or whatever, like, she was dressed up as a, like, this is, like, such a fucking, like, obvious social cue, I feel. Yeah. And he just fucking missed it. I'm not going to call him an asshole, but I am going to call him oblivious as shit.
Yeah. Missed a spot check, this one.
Yeah. Man, top comment is laying into him, though. She was dressed like her favorite freaking princess! Taylor probably took it as you fawning over your 2 youngest darlings. Then you had to make up something polite for her after your 5-year-old could read the room better than you did and called you on it. I'd recommend a one-on-one outing with her. Tell her she may not want to talk about it, but you need to so she can listen. Be honest. She's growing up and you don't know how to handle it. Good luck. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. It's about right.
Right.
Yeah.
The problem I have with calling him an asshole is that, like, there's no malice here, right?
Yeah, that's my thing too. He wasn't being, like, to be an asshole is for there to be some kind of malice or malcontent towards whoever you are acting towards, right? There has to be some kind of thing to make you.
I don't even get like a flippish. I don't even get like a flippant like obliviousness from it. I think he just genuinely missed a perception check here.
Genuinely, I think like that's what I get. It was genuinely just like a like you said, a perception check.
Yeah.
He literally saw her dressed as Belle and did not think to call her, say that she looks like a pretty princess too.
I kind of get it from my non-parenting ass fucking perspective. I get the assumption that a 15-year-old girl might be over being called princess, right?
Yeah.
It just wouldn't, like, dressed up or not, it just wouldn't occur to me, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, because that's just how teenagers are, right? I wouldn't jump to that conclusion either. You know, I can see myself missing this spot check too, which makes me a little sympathetic to it.
A little bit, yeah.
So I'm gonna vote no assholes here.
Yeah, I think I'll hedge on that as well. I'll say no assholes here.
Yeah.
It's just a very unfortunate situation, and I genuinely do hope that I genuinely hope OP and his daughter can find some solid reconciliation after this, because it's a little sad. It's a little sad.
Medium Tifu. Today I fucked up by letting my younger cousin win at Mario Kart.
Oh, you never let your cousin win at Mario Kart. Beat their ass. Show them.
So this happened a few months ago, but it's still kind of messing with me. My 8-year-old cousin was over for a family thing, and he's a pretty quiet kid. Gets overwhelmed around adults, mostly just sits in the corner with his Switch. I thought maybe I could help him feel more included, so I offered to play with some Mario Kart with him. He lit up right away, told me he loved racing games, but never gets to win when he plays with his older brother. So yeah, I figured, why not? I'll let him have a couple wins. Help him feel like a champ. I started sandbagging a bit, not drifting much, slowing down at the end so he could pass me. The usual big cousin move, you know. He wins 3 races in a row and he's bouncing around like he just won the fucking lottery, screaming, "I'm actually good at this! I'm actually good at this!" That's funny. And my aunt is clapping and smiling like he just graduated college or something. Wholesome moment, 10 out of 10. But then he wants to keep playing, like a lot. I keep letting him win because I'm thinking, alright, this will burn out eventually. Spoiler, it didn't. Fast forward to now, this kid brings his Switch over every time he visits, and he walks in the door like, "You ready to lose again?" And I laugh, but inside I know it's not a joke anymore. He grinded, like he actually practiced. He knows the shortcuts. He hits every drift. He uses mushrooms like some kind of kart racing warlock. I started trying. That's a great line. He uses mushrooms like some kind of kart racing warlock.
That's great.
That's good. I'm writing that down.
Use that one later.
I started trying again, and he still beats me, like, regularly. Like, it's not even close sometimes. And the worst part, he talks trash. Like, just straight up, maybe you should pick baby mode. Did you need to fall off Rainbow Road, or... His dad, my uncle, told me he plays every day now and tells his school friends I beat a grown-up at Mario Kart and made him quit, which technically happened once. I rage quit after getting blue shelled twice in one race. I'm not proud. Anyway, yeah, I was just trying to be nice, and now I have a pint-sized rival who's slowly destroying my gaming self-esteem one race at a time. At least he says I'm his favorite cousin now, before he obliterates me at Wario Stadium.
Okay, you know what? This kid is actually fucking awesome.
You ready to lose again?
You gave him an inch and he took a mile.
I get it, because it's a race, right? It's a race.
Hey, yep.
Aw,
man. Dude, that... Sometimes that's literally...
For emotional damage, I'll approve this medium Tifu.
Genuinely, for some kids, all it takes to, like, get really good at something is just to have that one like moment of like feeling that you're good at it, you know. It's
Sure.
it's
Yeah,
it's
no,
the
we're gonna
confidence
be hearing a
boost.
summoning. We're gonna get. Yeah, this kid's gonna have a summoning salt video about him in 5 years. I'm sure.
Yeah. No, dude, this is actually an awesome fucking story, but like not for OP.
Medium Tifu approved.
Approved. I will absolutely approve this. Oh man. It's good.
That's fine. But now it's time for the lightning round.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what is the lightning round?
Oh, that's where we go to unpopular opinion, find some popular opinions that may be unpopular, or maybe we agree, maybe we don't agree. Let's find out right now.
Right now.
Unpopular opinion: fireworks should be 100% illegal for public sale. Well, various states agree with you.
Yeah, there is a
I don't understand how they're allowed to be sold at all to the public. Many cities say it's illegal to pop them in city limits, but everyone does it anyway. They disturb neighbors, scare the hell out of animals, cause fires, injure over 10,000 people a year. I looked it up, and even kills some of them. We might as well bring back lawn darts.
Okay, let's not get
Hey,
that
at least
crazy.
at least the lawn darts are quiet.
That's well until they hit somebody.
No, it's still quiet. That's the scary part.
Oh, okay. I see.
Dad?
Peter, you playing lawn darts in the attic again? Yeah, lawn darts. Peter's good at lawn darts.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Should it be illegal? I don't know. It's one of those things where like fucking not everyone is an unsafe fucking selfish jackass with them. I don't know. Is it a case where too many people have ruined it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I just hate people.
Yeah, that's fair. I hate people is a valid stance.
Oh god. Unpopular opinion: Curious George is the ultimate gaslighter. Curious George consistently wanders off and creates all sorts of havoc. He messes things up. He disrupts people's work. He makes gigantic messes, etc. Then after causing so much trouble, he does something to help save the day and stop all the mess that he created. Someone always bails him out when he's being confronted, and the man with the yellow hat comes and brings him home.
You had to babysit your younger sibling way too much, huh? You got exposed to Curious George for way too long, and you got a fucking axe to grind now, don't you? This show just...
Wait a minute, this tailless fuck sucks.
God damn it. God, it reminds me of, like...
Is he wrong?
He's not wrong, but, like... Man, this is like people getting pissed at Caillou. Fucking... Okay, but Caillou's an actual terror, but, like, you know... Caillou doesn't even have the defense of being a cute little monkey. He's just a bald, potentially cancerous child.
The story is really fun. But Caillou wasn't a cancer survivor. The show's creators just made a weird choice.
I have to go meet Caillou's beta dad.
You're wearing what I think Rachel Maddow would wear to a pumpkin patch. Unpopular opinion: just because something is deemed childish doesn't mean it's bad. Someone else watch the Lego Movie Part 2?
Yes. Look, man, you're talking to a Precure fan. You don't have to sell it to me.
Unpopular opinion: honeydew and cantaloupe are a blight on fruit baskets and waste perfectly good space for actual edible fruit.
Okay.
Oh, you have not had good honeydew.
You have not had good honeydew, my man. No, I will admit, I will say, to a slight defense here, there are a lot of, like, fruit bowls and whatever the shit, especially the ones you can buy at, like, you know, stores or whatever, that put way too much melon in there and don't have nearly enough, like, you know, strawberries or grapes or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's good filler because, like, you can get a lot of chunks out of one melon.
That's true. But at the same time, I still like the melon.
Yeah, no, honeydew slaps.
Yeah, I fucking love honeydew.
And it is not, as this as OP claims, quote, half the container is inedible butthole fruit.
Man, OP is fucking just...
Where are you getting
Where are
your
you getting
dog-ass
your-
honeydew?
Jesus.
Dude, I fucking love honeydew melon.
Yeah, no, that shit slaps, man. What the fuck?
Cantaloupe is fine. That's like actual filler, but like honeydew is fucking slaps.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting your fucking fruit cups or whatever, but like, I think they're doing something wrong. Wait. Okay. Unpopular opinion: competitive eating is immoral and doesn't get the hate it deserves. I'm from Switzerland, so eating competitions, or this thing that some diners do, we get a huge meal for free if you can eat all of it, is not really a thing. But whenever I stumble on it on social media, I can't stop thinking how insanely disgusting and immoral it is. There was always positive comments like, "Oh, she can eat so much, what a champ." What the fuck? That is so wasteful and weird, especially when you tell they are not doing well afterwards at all. There are people. Oh my god. Okay, just drift into there are starving children in Africa.
Oh,
yeah, but they're not at the Denny's, are they?
Oh god, it's one of these fucking people. Jesus Christ. The food's getting eaten, why do you care?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you fucking nerd.
That's also not what competitive, like, you're confusing two different things. Also.
Yes.
Like, you're confusing those, like, diner challenges with, like, actual competitive eating, which is, like, shit Matt Stoney does.
Yeah.
Which are entirely different things. Also, like, I agree on the principle of there's a lot of food waste in the world, but, like, competitive eating is so far down the list of causes of food waste.
Oh, yeah, no, like...
Do you know how much, like, fucking food your average restaurant is throwing away every fucking night? Just because it has to be ready in a reasonable time when someone could order it, and then nobody orders it, and then it fucking gets thrown away. I have shoveled pounds and pounds of perfectly edible food into trash cans working as a pot scrubber. Like, competitive eating is not even a blip on the radar in terms of food waste.
Yeah. Like, God, it's...
Most of all, because most of it's actually going in a human body.
Yes. Like, that's really the takeaway here, is that, like, you're not actually creating much food waste because it's actually getting eaten. So, like...
Yeah, and if it's not, I'm telling you, all the eating contests in the world compared to what your average restaurant throws out on a day-to-day basis.
Doesn't even compare. It doesn't even compare. Yeah. Like, fucking fuck off, dude.
And when you're talking about these diner challenges, it's nothing. Like, it's
dude.
either all getting eaten, or it's like part of one plate.
Yeah, it's like, oh, could you eat this, like, super ultra mega stupid big pizza slice pizza? And it's like, sure, yeah.
And if you can't, it's like one piece of pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
it is not that bad, dude. Calm down.
Yeah. Oh god, I wish we had Sarah in for this one. This one, unpopular opinion: gatekeeping your hobby, especially if it's niche, is 100% justifiable. And this is ranting about magic.
Ooh boy!
Wish we had Sarah in for this
one.
This one apparently got so spicy it got locked.
Goodness.
I agree, but
I agree, but yeah, I really wish Sarah were here, because like he would light into this.
Yeah, he'd have things to say.
No, yeah. Generally speaking, gatekeeping your hobby is a necessity to keep out bad actors and people who don't actually care about the art that they are consuming, about like the art or whatever the fuck that they are engaging with.
Yeah.
We've watched the anime fandom realize this in real time.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Unpopular opinion: open casket wakes are unsettling.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have that opinion.
Yep. It's a dead body.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree, but I get it. I get why you'd feel that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. I gotta read the whole thing here. unpopular opinion, the fact that the chicken sandwich consisting of just a chicken patty with mayo and pickle became such a cultural touchstone made me feel like I entered the Twilight Zone. People love this sandwich so much more than other food items. It really shocked me. After the Popeye sandwich went viral in 2019 and the chicken sandwich wars roared through the 2020s, I really just never understood what was going on. Like, it almost felt like a joke to me or something, but it was real. People will go absolutely crazy and talk about these sandwiches like they were life-changing culinary experiences, but it's just a fried chicken sandwich with most of the toppings removed. Fried chicken is one of the oldest possible cross-cultural foods, and there's absolutely nothing new at all. Mayonnaise and pickle are two remaining condiments of the usual suspects of condiments. It's just blander. Yet after company after company spent millions on advertising and menu changes to accommodate the public's voracious appetite for the most confusingly plain menu item possible, a piece of fried chicken between bread with most of the toppings from a normal sandwich removed, people went nuts. There were literal fights over shortages, national news coverage of chicken sandwich releases, bleed over into music, movies, media. People wrote and sold books on the chicken sandwich history of America. It's not even that I hate or even dislike it. I just truly feel like I'm out of the loop as to what is going on. It almost low-key seems like people can't possibly be into this, like, incomplete mild sandwich that much. It truly is something I struggle to comprehend. I'm gonna let Top Comment explain this.
Okay.
The reason Chick-fil-A and later Popeye sandwiches became so popular over all others is because the chicken was just better.
Yes.
More toppings doesn't inherently mean a better sandwich. Keeping it minimal keeps the star of the show center stage.
Yes. No, that is entirely the reason. It is... The reason you are eating a chicken sandwich is not for the fucking condiments, it is for the quality of the chicken itself. That is what a lot of people are going to these restaurants for, is for a really good, like, juicy breast fillet of chicken on a nice bun with a couple of extra condiments on it to give it a little bit more, like...
Yeah, I would argue your mayo and maybe pickles are just enough to add something to it while letting the chicken stand on its own and be the star of the show there.
Exactly. Like, that's why that exists the way that it does.
Another factor someone brings up is that many restaurants sell a version of the McChicken, which is a processed pulverized slab rather than whole breast. The thing that really caught on was that sandwiches at Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, and others, the sandwiches they sell in the sandwich wars are usually made from whole breast, which is definitely a different experience.
Yes. That is a huge part of it. That's why, honestly, that's like the entire reason why this entire chicken sandwich race happened, is because people really got into eating these chicken sandwiches that were meaty, that were filling, and that had, like, whole pieces of chicken in them. Like, that's what made it so good.
Yeah, someone else points out that the chicken breast Popeyes uses for their sandwiches are literally marinated for 12 hours in Cajun spices. It's not just as simple as putting mayo and pickles on it.
Yep. That's another thing. Like, it's the flavoring, it's the brine, it's the breading that a lot of these chicken places use for their chicken that makes the sandwich as good as it is.
Yeah, this guy seems to have a very... First of all, he seems to think chicken sandwiches were invented in 2019. And second of all... he seems to think more toppings equals better sandwich, which is just not really the case.
Right, yeah. It's kind of like... I'm reminded of something that I heard a pizza chef say one time, where a pizza is only as good as its crust. It's the same thing with a chicken sandwich. Like, you can put as many condiments onto a chicken sandwich as possible. It's not going to matter if the chicken's mid. It's the same. It's the same principle.
It took off because it was back to basics, right?
Yes.
You know, it was getting the fundamentals right.
That too, yeah. Because, like, the big thing a lot of people tend to forget about when the chicken sandwich wars began. I fucking love saying that.
When the first shot was fired and the chicken sandwich wars were on.
No, yeah, when the chicken sandwich wars began, amazing. Like, there was this like epidemic in the fast food industry, just trying to finagle the next new like gimmick food to get people to come in and try your food. It's like, oh, we have green shakes now. We have the fucking we have, like, this bullshit on our menu.
That black bun.
The black bun at Burger King, yeah. I know Jack in the Box did some fucking ridiculous nonsense, too.
Yeah.
But then Chick-fil-A came out with like their fucking like basic ass chicken sandwich with their Chick-fil-A really good chicken, won't lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people went fucking crazy for it. And suddenly, you know, every other restaurant in the universe is like, oh shit, we can do that.
Also, another thing to keep in mind here is, especially in this dog-ass country, a lot of people's palates are pretty fucking, like, conservative or restrictive. Like, here's the thing. I like chicken patties, but if you've only ever had, like fucking cafeteria chicken patties before, and you have, like, an actual chicken sandwich made out of chicken breast that's actually, like, brined or marinated, it's different. It hits different. And you're like, it changes your perception of chicken sandwich.
Yeah. No, dude, like,
right?
One of my favorite.
I can see if you've lived your whole life, and all you've ever had are cafeteria tier chicken patties with like a slab of like American cheese on them. That's fine, but like then you go out and you have like you hear about like a real chicken sandwich that's made out of pure breast meat and has been brined in Cajun spice and has like just mayo and pickles. A very simple thing, but just lets the ingredients stand out. Like I can see why that would be a life-changing experience for you.
Yeah, yeah. So like that's the entire like that's the whole reason why this was such a big thing, is that people had that experience of being like, oh man, a real chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the whole thing with it. Wow, we were on that one for a while.
Unpopular opinion, all steaks are better with A1 steak sauce. Nice try, big A1. Can't get me.
Dude, I tried A1 on a steak before, and it was fucking awful. I hate A1 steak sauce.
Yeah.
It is so bad. I'm sorry. A1 steak sauce is awful. It tastes like it's turned. It tastes just like spoiled.
Yeah. I've heard it's an acquired thing.
Yeah, no, I hate A1 steak sauce. So, I remember seeing the fucking commercials for it. It's like, A1 steak sauce. Yeah, it's that important. No, it fucking isn't. Let the fucking... all you need, absolutely need on a fucking good steak is salt and fucking pepper, occasionally some, like, onion powder. That's it!
I'm not much of a steak eater, so I'll defer to you.
Yeah, no.
But I do like how much of our podcast is us getting angry at 20-year-old commercials.
Because I look back at all these fucking commercials I grew up just accepting, and I realize half of them are bullshit.
I've replaced your A1 steak sauce with fruit by the foot.
Well, I've replaced your shoelaces with fruit by the foot.
Seems like a bit of a step back, but sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking kill you with fruit by the foot.
I love that. I love that fucking edit that literally just adds the caption of like JoJo fights me like.
Yeah. I love the escalation. He's just like, I replaced your guitar strings with fruit by the foot. And he's like, okay, bet. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's checkmate, my friend.
I've replaced your heart with fruit by the foot. Just falls over.
That's checkmate, my friend.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Okay, we're getting down to the fucking section of the page where it's bullshit like crackers don't belong in chili. Okay, that's enough.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. We don't need to do that shit again.
We're closing up shop.
We're done here.
Thank you for listening to the Baka Gaijin Show. Subscribe for more. If you want to be part of the show, email us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. We hope to do this more frequently than we have been.
Yeah.
But we got other stuff going on. Follow us on Twitter at ZCreek, at CTremander at whatever the fuck Saradin's account is at this point. I don't even know anymore.
JerarXD.
Yeah, but he's got like a. It's weird, okay? He likes my posts with one account and replies to me in the other account. I don't understand it.
I know.
What am I supposed to pimp here? I don't get it.
Just do what's in the end slate. Do what's in the end slate.
Yeah. Just trust the end state. Also, if you want to follow the progress on our Also, if you want to follow the progress on our game project, our visual novel project, number one, stay subscribed to this channel. We'll probably post shit about it. But also follow Killer Connect on Twitter, and also Killer Connect at bluesky.social. That would really we'd really appreciate your interest in that. Also, check out our videos. We have our big vertical slice, and we have our promo track Neon Nights. Give it that a listen. And yeah, we'll see you next time for more Shiganananery. Zeke freak out. Ciao ciao for now.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes